You are listening to a Dynamic Works Productions podcast. This show is available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio Network, and many, many more podcast services around the world. You can find all our content, music, videos, books, podcasts, and more on our website, www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Have questions, comments, or concerns for us? Head on over to the social tab on www.dynamicworksproductions.com if you'd like to talk to us. Now, on with the show. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, as always, author, podcaster, and gamer, Tim K.A. Trotter. Joining me to my left in the squeak-ass chair is the co-host with the most... Jesus fucking Christ, stop rocking that chair. I'm gonna fucking hit you with something hard. Is my one and only co-host. I kind of fucked up that intro.
Yeah, my one and only.
Brock Loomis. And then joining us for the first time ever, popping his podcast cherry, is my fucking watch making noises during an intro and trying to silence it. Is the tall boy of the Netherlands, and he's not actually from the Netherlands. Daniel Musselman.
Well,
I call him the Muscle Man.
The Muscle Man. So. I just informed Daniel of how the show works, so we're just gonna get into it because it's been
I like how you're like, before we start this shit, silence your phones, and then your watch is like, fucking answer me!
Yeah.
Oh my god, it spiked so hard. Look at that waveform over there.
Let it spike.
That's
Courtesy of my
so a couple of
cords
housekeeping
to
notes. First of all, good to be back. It's been a long fucking time since we've done a show, about 2 months. Because, like, immediately after me and Brock did that one right before E3, we moved into a house together. We now live together, along with my girlfriend Jessica, and he's got his kid here. We're in a new to us house.
Yeah.
And no more soundproofing. Sorry, folks. I'll see if I can edit out the echoes in the reverb in post. But change of location, and I'm gonna kill you. You're flipping your head around.
I'll flip what I want.
Do you know how much noise that makes?
I can flip the bird, flip the bean.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Flicking the bean.
So hopefully this means that we'll have some more regular podcasts coming your way. I'm not gonna make promises because life has been absolutely insane, and you'll hear more about that. And life stories. So we're gonna spin the ring.
Live stories or life stories?
Life stories. That's what I said.
Yeah, we can't do live because you both say Twitch was gay. So.
Yeah, Twitch delegate. Fuck Twitch.
Okay, here we go. All right, so we have landed on not that either. It's not that. Okay, so we've landed on video games. So we're gonna talk some fucking video games at y'all.
Video games.
Some video games.
Video juegos.
So, first of all, what have you been playing? Guest on the show, Daniel.
I swear to God, if your foot touches me one more time, I'm going to rip your fucking toes off. Get your foot away from me.
What did it do? Which foot? This foot?
Yeah, they're on.
What other fucking foot do you have that's close to me?
We're sitting on a couch.
Jesus
They're
Christ!
sitting on a love seat.
Dear God.
We usually sit on a love seat.
We do.
Sorry, I've stolen your man.
Yeah.
I've stolen your bird in your bush. You have no bird, you have no bush. I haven't really been playing a whole lot recently. I mean, we played Astroneer the other night.
True. We got the Apollo 11
Yeah, after the fucking game crashed.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm done. And you're like, oh, well, I'm going to keep going. And then literally 3 minutes later, you're like, oh, I found it. Then I spent the next 15 minutes trying to load up into the game. And then I get to you, you die.
It's true, I suffocated. I'm fucking hella dying. So for those who don't know, Ashnier, game we've talked about many times on the show, look it up. Space game, it's amazing. They had their first ever like limited time event, and they basically built a model of the Apollo 11, and it had like a bunch of like Apollo 11 recordings playing around it, and then you can like screenshot a picture of you in front of the Apollo 11 before it disappears at the end of August. And it's hidden on a moon in the Astroneer solar system. And me and Daniel spent a fuck ton of time going everywhere on this moon trying to find this fucking thing. And I don't know, maybe it was glitched because, like he said, after it crashed, we got back in, and then fucking 5 seconds later, I found the damn thing.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to figure out what moon it's on, because honestly, I don't think the
It's
game...
on Decilo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think the game... Does the game actually tell you what moon it's on, or does it just like, hey, go fuck... No, wait, no, it says...
It says it in the achievements.
Yeah, well, in the achievements, but also if you go into like where your suits and your colors
Yep.
are, it says it in there too.
Mhm.
Like, you get this by doing this, and then you do it, and the game's like, nope, you don't
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, it's true. So we got it, but it didn't pop the achievement for us. So I'm hoping they'll fucking patch that shit, because
That sucks.
we ain't finding that fucking shit again.
We spent like a good solid half hour, if not longer, trying to find it. Well, I say half hour. It felt like a half hour.
I'm pretty sure we were doing it for like fucking 5 hours. We were looking.
I don't know about 5 hours.
Because remember,
we started at 7.
you
and
buried my ass, and then I
Yes.
fucking fell down towards the core of the moon.
You fell through the moon.
I did fall through the moon because of your shit ass digging skills.
My digging skills are up way above par because I sent you through the moon.
Okay, your uncovering skills to not me make through the moon, and you're getting this look right now because the fan kicked on hell on the laptop.
Your laptop's going to explode.
No, it's not. It's fine.
You should just get a new computer.
Fucking man,
Sell your body.
I got other sell my body.
And then just
No one wants
get a new
that.
Do
computer.
you know a good place to sell my body?
Downtown Tacoma.
Oh, shit.
Alright, Bragg.
Okay, so besides Astroneer and burying your friends, what else you been playing?
Well, there's that. I mean, as you know, Brock, not so much. We don't play many video games, Brock. But
I just because I play solo.
Well,
And
I also-
mostly
you
on
also-
Switch.
yeah, you got Switch, and then you play Xbox too, right?
I don't have an Xbox, but I used to
Yeah.
play Xbox.
So you just
Live.
have the Switch,
I got a PlayStation 4 too.
bro. What the hell?
Dude, we played Borderlands together.
Okay,
The three of us,
that's just
and we haven't fucking played since.
correct.
Which is some bullshit, because 3's coming out soon.
Yeah, I know.
Like, real soon.
I do not have the money to pre-order, which you're aware. We'll talk about that at some point. But no, I've been playing
Because
obviously.
you
Rocket.
pre-ordered something different.
No, I didn't pre-order anything.
So dumb.
Fucking terrible.
Moving on. I've been playing a lot of Rocket League.
Nice.
'Cause
Yeah.
Obviously, Keith's like really big into it, so I've been trying to get a little bit better. I just finally actually got a rank yesterday,
Nice.
which is it's just bronze 3.
That's fine. Hey.
It keeps pinning me up against
It just
silver
means
ones.
you suck less.
No, it just means that
Get stomped on.
I got enough wins to actually have a rank instead of being unranked. But he keeps
Fair.
putting me up against silver ones,
Hmm.
and I'm like, never gonna rank up.
Speaking of
People 4 ranked or 5 ranks ahead of me that I'm playing against.
Fuck.
2 huge news bits on Rocket League while we're on the topic. One, they got purchased by Epic Games. They are now an official Epic Games subsidiary. And then 2, they announced recently that they're ditching all loot boxes coming in December.
Also, there's crazy awesome boxes that you get for free in the game, but you need to buy a fucking key for to unlock. They're getting rid of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fucking hate those keys, to be honest.
Well, how are they gonna get?
I love Rocket League, but like I don't know which model they're moving forward.
How are you gonna get? They're still keeping like the what is it, the League Pass or the Rocket Pass? Because I mean, like, how else? Are you
All I
gonna
know is
get
that
all
they're
those-
getting rid of the loot boxes.
There's loot boxes have a decent amount of cosmetic stuff in it. I mean,
Yeah, they
which is
do.
all that loot boxes ever have.
Maybe it'll just be tied to the
The Rocket Pass.
Rocket Pass, similar to how now their parent Epic Games does in Fortnite, where they just have a pass and you just do so many things on the pass to get the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of cool. I saw an article earlier this week about how companies now have to disclose the drop rates of their.
Yeah, I
Of
heard
their loot boxes.
Microsoft and Nintendo and Sony are all in on forcing developers like, yo, if you have your game on our system,
Yeah,
you have to disclose the drop rates.
yeah,
like
which
you gotta
I
be
think is
upfront about
awesome.
it. I think it's probably because there's so much political pressure because everybody's like starting to like, well, is this gambling? Is this not gambling? Like, what the hell's the deal?
Well, also, I mean, there are places like Belgium and I think Germany too, where it's just outright illegal. Like, you can't fucking do it. So, game developers and probably
In
publishers
Hawaii,
too.
right? Because earlier in the year, didn't Hawaii pass
I think Hawaii is probably one of them.
past one because they were really mad about Overwatch or some shit like that?
It makes
I
sense.
think so. I don't know what I'm looking at Daniel. Daniel's like,
I don't play fucking Overwatch.
You're talking about.
I've
Yeah.
never played Overwatch. I have no desire.
Fair enough.
Overwatch is stupid.
I agree. Play
Just-
Paladins, the superior.
That's dead.
Yeah, Paladins is great.
I thought it doesn't have any online service anymore. I thought they fucking killed the servers.
No, what are you thinking got killed?
Something real recent. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Something else.
Still stupid.
Hmm.
I prefer playing games by myself for the most part.
Fair
Unless it's like
Well, speaking of games you've been playing by yourself, what have you been playing lately, Brock?
so you, after we moved in, bought me Metal Gear Solid 5. Phantom
That's
Pain.
true, I did.
Played that for a
Because
while.
I lost a bet,
Yes. You're a terrible
which
bet.
is what happens when you live with Brock. So
I'm right.
no, okay. So all
I'm the
right,
best.
I want to clear the air for a second here. So
I'm the
fucking
best.
Brock, as you've heard before on the show, me and him make a lot of sushi bets. Our lives revolve around like, oh, blah 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 blah, and they're like, oh yeah, well if you're so right about it, are you betting me sushi?
Yeah.
And then it's like, maybe.
Yeah. Tim never takes my bets anymore. Cause
Yeah, and then he started this shit this last 2 weeks of like, now you owe me sushi for all the bets you didn't take.
Yeah,
and
he
I was
doesn't
like,
take
that's
any of the
not
bets
how
'cause
that works.
he's being a
I have
bitch.
to fucking take the bet
Just
first,
like
man.
Cash in after a couple months. It's just a fucking mound of sushi just chilling on the table. Be like, here you go.
I'm
No.
stoked for that.
Dude, that'd be
He just
Sounds
brings home like
so
an
good.
entire fucking bluefin tuna, just slaps that shit on the counter.
That'd be
Make your
great.
own fucking sushi.
I totally fucking would. Yeah, so Tim doesn't take any of my bets anymore because he loses all the time. He is the worst, and
I mean, okay, I'll admit to this. Not the best. But
Damn.
I do tend to lose more bets than I win.
Then,
So
yeah.
let's put it that way.
So yeah, he bought
So
me
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Metal Gear Solid 5. Played it a lot. I really liked it. And then like,
How does it stack up for you? Because I know you, like me, are a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. So how's it stack up, given that it's especially the last one Hideo Kojima is ever going to work on?
Yeah,
Obviously.
really, really good. I liked it, except for the base building kind of was tedious.
Mm-hmm.
I remember kind of later, not later in the game, but like hour-wise, because I was like, oh, I want this, and spent a bunch of time, and then I was like, well, how do I do this? And started looking up like a walkthrough of like how to upgrade your base, and people were like, yeah, don't do it until chapter 24 or mission 24, because basically your base gets nuked and you lose all your stuff. And I was like, wait, what? I had already sunk like probably dozens of hours into this, and I was like, yeah, well, fuck this, and I just kind of like tossed my controller on the floor and fucking turned on a movie. I was really upset about that.
I'm done.
Yeah.
So I think probably after that, you and I actually played a co-op game. We played
Yeah, we played
9 Parchments from start to finish.
great little game.
Great game. Gets
really
hard as balls in those last 2 levels.
It does, and it really, especially with friendly fire on,
Yeah.
because
It's
Tim
just
and I are
murking each other.
terrible about that.
Yeah.
Really, really great indie game that honestly I would say people should go pick it up. It's on the Switch. and
It's
I
on
think
everything, actually.
It is?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's on all platforms, including
So,
PC.
that's cool. It's a really great game. It's fun co-op.
Uh-huh.
Be mindful.
Really cool worlds.
Yeah.
You were commenting that you love the music.
the music and the art, like just the background art was fucking amazing. Like it was beautifully done.
Yeah, it looks super good.
Yeah.
Another thing that you and I started playing, kind of in a similar vein, RPG top-down co-op, is we started playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3,
Yep.
The Black Order, because that's a fucking mouthful right there.
Right.
Really good game so far. I don't know how far we are into it. Maybe halfway, maybe a quarter. Not sure.
Camera fucking sucks.
Yeah. So there's a lot of news outlets like IGN and stuff. People saying that like if you're playing it single player, it's got like a quote unquote hero camera that's like an over the shoulder third person camera, which is true, except that camera is just the most garbage ass broken fucking camera I've ever seen in a video game in a long time. I mean, you thought some of the shit in early Astroneer was fucking bad, Daniel.
It's still bad.
I'm talking the fucking camera gets like fucking caught on like fucking
it
like
gets
walls
stuck.
and enemies, and then the other thing is it doesn't like, you know how like sometimes video game cameras like if it's stuck behind something to like fade out the object or like make it invisible. It doesn't do that.
Nope.
It just fucking gets cut, and then it's like, well, I guess I'm playing with a quarter of my screen now.
Yeah.
It's fucking garbage, and they need to patch
This is
that
a nice
shit.
wall.
No, it's not even a good wall. It's a fucking terribly rendered wall.
Yeah, it's a horrible. It's fucking. It sucks.
It's fucking terrible because like even me and Brock playing co-op, the camera still gets stuck on shit, and it's like the camera's above you. How does it get shit stuck on stuff? There's nothing for it to get stuck on. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I remember when we were fighting
Venom and Doc Ock. It got hella janked, and then the hand Elektra. We were fighting Elektra.
Yeah,
too.
it would get like stuck in the corners, or like
we're just like, camera, move the fuck over. We can't see what we're fighting.
Yeah, or your character might like sometimes gets blasted across the map.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the camera will try to track that one character gets thrown out.
But then
the co-op partner's fucked because the camera leaves him and just like, I don't know what's happening. My health is going down.
Yeah, and then the camera gets stuck in this weird like you can't move around because the camera like the way the camera works.
Oh, like there's
a
a
field of view.
What's it in video games where like it. People are probably familiar with this from other video games, like where you've got like a 4-player co-op kind of thing, and the camera is zoomed out to see. But like if one character is moving, like it prevents you from moving because the other characters aren't caught up. Like I don't know what you call that, like camera boxing.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's probably a term for it. I don't know.
Yeah, and it sucks. So,
but other than that, it's actually a really good game.
Oh, like,
really fun.
Yeah,
you're thinking like how the screens were like. Remember Gauntlet?
Yes, exactly like Gauntlet.
Yeah,
exactly like Gauntlet. Other than the camera issue, the game's really fun. The combat's good. The RPG mechanics are really good.
Yeah, like everything you build your character around, like their health and the way they do their upgrades is really cool and well done too. And then plus you get those little like crystals.
Yeah, they call them something stupid like ISO
meth.
8.
Yeah, pretty much.
You get the meth superhero crystals, and you got to give Hulk his daily dose of meth to get him his +5 attack.
So that's all really cool.
Yeah, the only other 2 knocks I can give against it, honestly, having not beat it, is while the upgrades and stuff are really cool, there's a fuck ton of menus, like way more menus than there should be. And like some menus that lead to other menus, but you don't know that, and the game doesn't tell you that either, which is super fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And then the only other knock I could say is like the combat is good, but I wish that there was more combat options, if that makes any sense. Like it's really good as co-op and stuff, but I think it would be a little lacking if you were just playing a single player.
Yeah, it's a little bit shallow, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean it works for co-op, but if it's just single player, I would say it's a little shallow for sure. Yeah. And then the other big game that you've been playing, which I'm sure you want to talk about,
Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Okay, how's that? You've restarted how many times now?
This is my 3rd restart because the first time I did it, I played to a level without like knowing that I could grind.
Okay.
And because there's a really like the way they broke down like the missions and the exploration. Like you have like basically hero points that you spend. Like you go out and you explore the school and you do missions for students and teachers, or you go do a battle, but then your battles will cost like 1 battle point, and most of them usually cost 1 battle point. But early on, there's one that doesn't cost anything, so I ground that out on my second restart because I just fucking played myself into a corner and didn't have enough levels to really effectively fight.
So what you're saying is you suck at the game.
Not anymore.
So you're talking about Smash Ultimate, right?
No.
Fire Emblem.
So Smash Ultimate.
Smash Ultimate.
Get out of here with your fucking. That's a joke because like at least 10 of the fucking 72 characters in Smash are Fire Emblem characters. So it's like, oh yeah, Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem game is out.
Yeah.
It's a fucking ongoing joke.
Okay, I gotcha. And then my second playthrough, I unlocked like the master class, and basically I had leveled the stuff up for this character that I wanted to be classed in, but I had absolutely zero experience in what they call reason. Like, so they have faith-based casters, and then they have reason-based casters. Yeah. So
Okay.
I had no XP in reason, so I was
Wait, hang on. So okay, so I get like faith, like so they probably have like deities or something, right? Gods or something?
Yeah, like saints and
So what the
Did
hell
you
would
say deities?
Yeah, deity.
Deities.
The deity.
Nah.
Fucking deities. Goddamn Canadians.
It's a
You're a terrible person.
deity.
Oh my god.
So that makes sense for religion casters, but then like a reason caster, like what is that? Like, are they like science based, or like a logic caster, like a fucking Vulcan?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's
Interesting.
so faith is kind of more of the healing and buffing casts, and reason is like the warlock. They do offensive, like, and debuffing, which is really cool. So yeah, it's because I wanted to be the mortal savant, which is basically a war wizard. So
Gotcha.
he has a sword and fucking blasts people in the face with a fucking fireball. So then I was like, wow, fuck this. I guess I'm restarting again. And now I'm on my 3rd playthrough.
So what chapter are you on? The game's divided into chapters, right?
Yeah, I'm in the 1st chapter still because
Jesus.
I'm grinding it out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking stop battling until like all of my characters are level 30, so I can just walk through and stomp everything.
Is 30 the cap?
I don't know what the cap is.
Was it 30 in the other?
I think it was 30.
That sounds about right. So before we move off of that, I heard that it's called the Three Houses, and there's 3 paths through the game, like 3 whole fucking campaigns.
Yeah.
But I've also heard that there's a 4th secret campaign. I guess.
Yeah, I saw
Which
that.
sounds pretty baller. I
haven't had any like eyes on that. But I'm gonna try for it. I do plan on playing through all 3 houses.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a really well done game. The way they broke everything down.
Yeah, you're even bringing your Switch to work and playing while I drive us to job sites.
Yes.
Just like, go slower. I need to finish this battle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking guy, we got work to do.
Why the fuck do you haven't sound like Igor?
Yeah, right.
What?
You haven't sound like Igor.
Must go slower, master. Master, we must go slower.
I don't want to hear it because he'll legit slow down for fucking Pokestops.
Yeah, well,
and fucking be like, I'm gonna take a break.
You'll do the fucking same shit.
He'll walk out of a fucking job to go to a raid.
Gotta get that. You know, that ABP.
Yeah.
Always be playing Pokemon. So something else we can touch on video games that I know you've been playing, and so you got back into No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah.
So you played it at the beginning, and were disappointed, like
it was ass.
And now
that's it. It was no disappointment. It was just factual ass.
Now, 3 years later of growth and development of the game on No Man's Sky Next,
it's a nice toned ass.
it's a toned ass now. It's toned. It's been working out.
It's been working them squats. It's been doing the what are they called? The fucking been doing some kegels.
Yeah, the kegels. The kegels.
I mean, it's definitely a lot better. I'm pretty. I'll admit, like, I'm impressed because when the game first came out, obviously, like, the developers got like a bunch of shit thrown at them because their
And death
advertisement.
threats.
Yeah, like their advertisements, people were like, "Oh, they're fucking false advertisement, shit like that." And then the developers were like, "Well, what's false advertising?" And obviously, the main thing was like, you made it out to where we could like play with our friends or other people.
Yeah.
Like it was full open world, and the developers came back and were like, "No, we didn't. Just because there was more than one ship in the freaking trailer doesn't mean that we came out and said, oh, this is gonna be multiplayer." But I feel like they kind of knew where they were hitting towards.
Yeah.
Like they weren't done about it. They're like, we're gonna make people buy this because they think they can fly through outer space with the buds.
I mean, honestly, I wanted to fucking have like a full like space pirate armada with fucking
Which you can have now.
which you can have now, but back then
True.
it was like
True.
you could barely fucking get off your first planet if you were lucky. I remember the first playthrough I was fucking dropped on a planet that was basically Mustafar, and I died. I fucking died in like 30 minutes because
Yeah,
I
the
was
first
like,
planet I spawned on fucking raped me so hard.
yeah,
I was like, I
died.
don't know how to find shelter.
Mine was just covered in rocks, and it really sucked. Because obviously I restarted playing it again, and the first planet I hopped on was like fantastic. There was luscious green. It was just everything was great. I was like, okay, this might be a bit easier, and it's nice because when the game first came out, it sucked because it took me at least 4 hours to get off the fucking planet.
Yeah.
And then like the quest, like how the quests were lined up and how the game was just lined up for you. There was like no storyline. Now there's actually a fucking somewhat of a storyline. So for you to actually do like some sort of quest when it first came out, it was damn near impossible because the game didn't tell you how to actually play it.
That is
now
true.
it's actually going through it, like gives you somewhat of a tutorial, like this is how you do shit, this is how you craft this is how where you can get this and stuff, which I think is really helpful when it's an infinite universe and it's like, oh, you need to go to this specific type of planet to get this specific material to build your fuck off material.
Yeah.
And it's nice. I like it a lot. You know, obviously you can build shit now, which is cool. It reminds me a lot of like, well, it reminds me of Astroneer. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of Astroneer.
Sure. I mean, they're both out at around the same time. Astroneer was actually came out like 3 months after No Man's Sky. They're both procedural generated. They're definitely very different space games, but certain similarities for sure.
Like the building structures, obviously, like the mining aspect of things, the fact that you can add terrain, just like stuff like that. And the thing that I like about No Man's Sky now that they didn't really have so much when it first came out was the ability to like kill shit.
I mean,
I don't think they had the bolt caster when the game first came out. You had to just like kill shit with the mining laser.
They had the bolt.
Yeah, but they have upgrades now.
They always have.
Yeah, they always had.
You just didn't see them until fucking.
Bruh, you had to play like 80 hours just to fucking get your willy wet. All right, like
that shit. When No Man's Sky first came out, like I probably after the initial disappointment of it, I was like, well, I pre-ordered it, I spent all this money, I'm gonna fucking play this. And yeah, it had, what was it? I was pretty close to the point of like being able to take on those fucking little sentinel guys, just fucking. Cause I had like a ridiculous SMG that lobbed grenades or something. It was really fun. So that's what I did. I just would go and murder entire planets, and then the fucking sentinels or whatever they're called would come and try and kill me, and then kill them back.
So speaking of No Man's Sky, next week, August 14th, No Man's Sky Beyond update launches, and it is adding full VR support across all platforms that have VR capable headsets. So that's basically just PC and PlayStation 4 because Xbox is out in the cold and the VR games there. And No Man's Sky Beyond is adding, they call it 3 pillars of things. So the first one is VR. The second one they're calling the Nexus, and they're talking about it as like No Man's Sky online. Like they're like think like a lot of elements from stuff like Destiny and like MMO stuff, and like new ways to play with your friends and strangers and stuff like that, and quests. So I think it's, from what it sounds like to me, it sounds like an evolution of stuff that you guys, having jumped into No Man's Sky next, only experienced a little bit with, which is that they have, full co-op now and full meeting with people and co-op specific missions. So it sounds like, I guess there's going to be there's basically going to be like a space station gathering place called this Nexus. You can meet up with people and kind of like an LFG kind of thing. It seems like, but with more substance to it, I guess.
You brought up Destiny. I saw earlier. Apparently, Destiny got released for PC, which I guess I'm assuming a shit ton of people are thrilled about, or they're not thrilled about. I guess it really depends on how you look at Bungie.
Sure.
Now, Destiny 2 is coming out with their next expansion, where we all get to get our asses back to the moon and fuck up the wizards and shit. So I was saying that with that update, they're actually going to have it's called cross save. So pretty much, if you have a character saved on PS4, but you want to play Destiny on PC, you can load your PS4 character on PC, and same thing with the Xbox. So you can go through all, your character can be used
and
on
that's
all
cool
platforms.
because I know the Destiny community has a lot of people with multiple characters across platforms, just because they want to play with their friends across different things.
I wish I could have. I wish you could have taken your character from the original Destiny over to Destiny 2. I was told that there was a. When it first came out, if you were in the beta, you could do it. But I was.
No, there's a thing. You basically get some stuff that buffs you up to level 10, but you don't get any of your gear or anything.
That's stupid.
Anyways,
I think I was in basic or tech school where I was deployed when that first came out. I was not in contact with any type of gaming system when that happened, so I couldn't update my shit.
Well, going back to No Man's Sky here for just a bit. So something that's actually really interesting that's not visible in the new launch trailer for No Man's Sky Beyond is so Sean Murray actually had an interview with IGN yesterday, and he was talking about that Beyond is actually a bigger update than Next was. And he says, well, if you compare the change logs and stuff we added in Next, it was about 150 things. And in Beyond, it's 250 things. And we're actually calling this version 2.0. And I was like, oh damn.
Oh, damn.
So, I'm fucking stoked.
That's...
I'm fucking super stoked.
I mean, that sounds super cool, and it's nice that...
and it's for free, too. That's the other thing. God bless them. I don't know. I honestly don't know how they fucking stayed afloat for 4 years.
Honestly, they fucking probably made a fuck ton of money.
Well, and they're still small, so I guess
merch.
Yeah.
They're really good at budgeting.
Merch.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's merch.
I mean, there is merch. You have some of the merch.
I have all of the merch.
Exactly. So you're keeping No Man's Sky.
But no, okay. So I want to say though, all that merch I got before the game came out. I had socks, I had pins, I have the T-shirt.
Right, but all of that merch, all that money went towards their shit. So I mean, it still helped them.
Fair enough. So is there anything that we wanted to talk about on E3 since we fucking missed it as a podcast?
I missed it in total. I mean, we saw the Halo trailer.
Yeah, we saw the Halo trailer.
That's it. That's all I saw.
Which looks good. Doesn't show us fucking jack all though, unfortunately.
Nope. I think
was still rumored to be open world Far Cry-esque.
Was there another Last of Us trailer or no?
No, because Sony wasn't there.
Oh, yes,
remember?
Right.
Sony fucking was just nope.
Yes. Well, it wasn't so much that. Sony was Sony was pretty much E3 is the same every year. It's pretty much blah 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 blah. We're gonna take our own step at it, and we're just gonna release shit on our own on a separate type of platform. So I think Sony's
they sucked at it.
Yeah, they were like, let's be more independent. Sony's gonna be independent, and then they turn around, they're like, hey, Microsoft, let's be butt buddies.
Yeah, and that's the other strange thing is that I guess PS5 is gonna use Xbox Live's backend or some shit now.
I don't know.
I mean, that's admitting defeat right there. Which is fine because, I mean, PlayStation Network is kind of ass in comparison.
I would like to see, if Sony and Microsoft really are going to, hardcore do this shit, I would really like to see, them make a game system with each other's elements and their stuff. So have PlayStation, but with Microsoft, with Xbox's running systems.
But here's what I think I'm gonna throw this out here just because it's really weird that Sony's basically said that, me and Microsoft are a-okay butt buddies now. We're gonna start sharing resources to make gaming better. And I'm just like, sharing resources to make gaming better. That's not very fucking specific. Like, the only thing we know is that they're helping them with online. But, hear me out here. What if the PlayStation 5 is
The new Xbox.
the Xbox 4 or whatever?
Well, I mean, they got
Like, what if they're the fucking like?
No, it's the Xbox 2.
Yeah, we never had a second one.
We did.
Xbox One.
So there's the original. Okay, I fucking hate you all right now, and y'all know what's happening. There's the original Xbox. There's the Xbox 360.
Yep, there are two.
And there's the Xbox One.
Great, so there's no two.
Yeah. So they're gonna do two next.
They need two.
Oh my god.
What's the new one that they're supposed to call it? Project Scarlet or some shit?
Yeah. That is what they're calling it.
Yeah. What was? They had another one before this.
Well, the
They had-
Xbox One X, which is sitting in front of us.
No.
It was called
wasn't-
Scorpio.
Yeah, that one. So with the
Yeah.
so with Project Scorpio, I saw this the other day. This was kind of cool. So I'm not sure if it's with the One X or if it's with, it might be with the One X. So if you open up the Xbox,
Yeah.
obviously this gets rid of your warranty.
Mhm.
But in the Project Scorpio, there was like a lot of like homage towards Halo, which is obviously Microsoft's like Forerunner fucking game. See what I did there? Forerunner game.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you open up the Xbox One, and you look on the circuit board, there's actually like an 8-bit Master Chief etched on every circuit board of the Xbox One. Obviously, opening up the Xbox like gets rid of your warranty. But then,
But I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure everybody who owns an Xbox
there's
One's
that,
probably
and I
out of
think-
warranty.
I think I saw something else where it said like with the Nintendo Switch, if you get like the Nintendo Switch controller,
Yeah, the one
like
sitting over
yeah,
there.
like one of the earlier ones, and you take the right analog stick and you like lift it up like all the way or some shit like that, you can read at the bottom it says like "Thank you" to fans or something like that. It was just a bunch of like Easter egg shit that I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool that companies have started doing that. It actually originated back on the Microsoft Zune HD, which is actually sitting on my table over there.
I was gonna say, did you just say Zune?
I did say fucking Zune HD, which is sitting on the table over there charging.
The fact that
Got
you
it.
still have one is
It's a great product. I don't care what
It's-
anybody says.
I mean,
Zune,
it's not.
Zune was fucking
It's
great.
fucking dead.
It says on the actual side of the device, you can actually see it right now. It says "Hello from Seattle" on it, and on the original Xbox One, that one on the circuit board there, it said "Hello from Seattle," and then like you said, on the circuit board of the One X, there's a little Master Chief riding a Scorpio, and there is something on the Nintendo controller. I don't remember what it says, but yeah.
I could have sworn it said like "Thank you, fans" or "Keep playing" or "Eat tits."
Give us your money. We're Nintendo.
Why do they have Italian? They're
Yeah.
100% Japanese. We talked about this earlier. Key forward to the outtakes.
Oh my gosh. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably a butt ton of stuff with video games, but I can't think of anything else off the top of my head right now. And I'm sure there are people who are screaming at their cars or their audio players that are listening to this and being like, "You fucking fucks. Why didn't you talk about blah?"
I mean, can't make everybody happy, so fuck those people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, sweet. So we're gonna roll the topic here and get on to the other topic. I'm just gonna check the recording real fast before I do.
Check. Oh, way to bump into
There's
everything.
no fucking backup.
Oh, well, there's something here that says that while you're fucking with your shit.
Well, I'm gonna stop it in a second. So
God.
you fucking pause. You piece
Ugh.
of shit.
It's almost as bad as that Harley Quinn ass
Mhm.
that was on TV earlier.
Harley Quinn's ass. What?
Well, there was this nice screenshot of Batman like having Harley Quinn thrown over him. She's like got her black and red ass cheeks.
yeah. I got you.
Yeah. Anywho,
Okay, cool. So before we
before we move on, quick tidbits on fun updated news games as to not piss off the masses. So, Nintendo, obviously, if you have the NES like thing where you get all like the classic NES games, I think it's Nintendo Online. So for August,
we're on the Switch.
yeah, for the Switch. So Nintendo is releasing Kung Fu Heroes and Vice Project Doom for August, and apparently Vice Project Doom is pretty notable because it hasn't been on any other Nintendo game system since '91. So that's definitely something to be happy about. There's a new Pokemon for the upcoming Pokemon Sword and Shield. that it's called Obstagoon, which looks damn near identical to Gene Simmons, who is Kiss's lead singer.
Let me see.
It's pretty fucking like, bruh.
Oh my god, it's so weird.
Wow.
Gene Simmons, Kiss, like
Wow.
Obstagoon. Yeah, so
Wow.
I don't know if like Nintendo is just taking some stuff off and just trying to like they're just running out of ideas. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Also, another notable thing. So yesterday, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate started their first ever event tournament. Don't see. I'm trying to scroll through here so I can kind of get it. So it's heroes versus villains. Each match features a 2-minute and 30-second time limit, and only certain heroic and villainous characters are able to participate. There is a full list of fighters. I follow GameSpot and Game Rant on Facebook, so I get a lot of my video game news from there. So this is obviously this is on GameSpot, and apparently this event runs through the weekend of August.
CBS's
12th.
cock, huh?
What?
Second CBS's cock.
CBS.
Yeah, that's
No.
who they own GameSpot.
Oh well, it just tells me at least what's happening in the world. Better than not knowing.
There.
And that's about. Oh, and then apparently Walmart is removing their violent video game signs. So
yeah, so
but they're not removing guns from stores.
they've been going back and forth on this. So I've heard from different sources, from IGN to Kotaku. I guess different Walmart PR people have said different Walmart PR things about it.
Right.
First, they were like, "We're removing the signage for the violent video games." Then another PR section of Walmart was like, "We're removing violent video games." Then another PR people was like, "We're not doing any of that." So very fucking confusing right now, and I don't know why. Why did all that start?
Because they're saying because of the shooting in Texas last week or earlier this week. Actually, no, it was last week. People are saying it's fucking because video games. Saying video, the old video games makes people kill people.
And there's a there's a meme on Reddit that's going around that I think is like got like 85 million fucking upvotes or something, and it's like video games, and then it's like GTA and murder, and then like but also video games, and then it's like a picture of No Man's Sky, and they're like two dudes holding a hand at a fucking sunset,
Yeah,
like from their fucking face. So it's like, sure, okay.
Another thing, just kind of an update for Sony stuff. So obviously, like we're still sitting. We were talking about the PS5 when you were doing your shit. So it's been confirmed PS5 will be PS4 backwards compatible. I know like the price is kind of a big thing right now. So
Yeah,
I actually
it's gonna be scary because if it's gonna have a solid state drive in it,
right, and that's the big thing that a lot of people are happy about
could
because
be
obviously
expensive.
shit. Right. So one thing that I saw was like there apparently is some guy that goes and like does his whatever it's called when it comes to like oh what the hell is it called? It's like if you take an item into like a pawn shop and they're like
Appraisal?
that one. Thank you.
Jesus.
Fuck. So like
Get out.
this guy apparently like goes through and like appraises the video games before they're released, and generally like the price that he sets out is generally what price it is. So he came out and said that the PS5 is probably gonna be around like between $400 and like $600, which I mean, what the PS4 was like $400. So I mean, it make or
Well, I
$300.
want to point out something. So my Xbox One X was $500.
Okay, well nobody's trying to compensate for shit. Okay,
I'm just saying. So like, well, let's look at it this way. So 360 and PS4 launched at $400.
Right.
Right. And Xbox launched at $500, which they fucked up on immediately because it was not worth $500. They scaled that back by March to $400.
Right.
Then when they announced the One X, they're like, it's $500, and it's fucking like 4 times as powerful.
Well, so obviously, I mean, he released that, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, that might actually not be that bad." But I saw there is a fuck, I don't know what country it is, like the Netherlands, Belgium, some shit like that, somewhere over in Europe.
Europe?
I know what I said, bitch. Europe. Somewhere over there, they are.
Of the 3 people in this room, you are 2 of the people who have actually been to Europe.
I've been to. Yeah, I've been through Europe.
Europe.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you Europe it?
No, I went to Germany. And I sat my ass in Germany.
Jesus Christ.
And fucking sitting there with a Fliegelschlagel for like 3 hours.
What the fuck is a Fliegelschlagel?
I don't know, but it was something. Let me tell you what. And then
what is happening?
Flew my ass to Asia.
Jesus. For those who don't know,
that's where the Middle East
Daniel's
is.
in the Air Force.
That's where the Middle East is in Asia. Everybody thinks it's in like fucking Africa. I thought it was in Africa, and then I went there.
You
I'm like,
thought the Middle East was in Africa?
Bro, I don't know. It's like right the fuck. It's in the middle. Is it east? We don't fucking know, but it's in Asia. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm in fucking Asia.
Our armed forces.
Yeah, there we go.
Look, man, I just fucking fly there.
Shit.
Okay? Jesus Christ. I didn't know where the fuck I was going.
I mean, that's almost like Marine level ignorance right there.
No,
No.
damn.
No.
Shots
I've
fired.
met some Marines. They're
Oh my
they're
God.
interesting people. I have nothing against any of the other branches. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. So,
Isn't it though?
shut up. This fucking country or whatever, they're doing a pre-release for the PS5. And
Yeah.
they're obviously like, so you can pre-order the PS5 for when it comes available in that country. Now, obviously, the monetary value is going to be in that country's currency, but when you transfer it to US dollars, it's like $1,200 for the PS5. And people are losing their fucking minds because they're like, dude, if the PS5 is going to be $1,200, like, that's going to...
That's a fucking house payment.
Yeah,
right there.
that's gonna suck.
It's
like
an
that's
iPhone,
my
it's
rent.
an iPhone
bitch.
X.
Yeah.
That's cheaper than my rent. That's crazy.
Or it's that phone that flip phone that got broke. And they
I got cold ones, dude.
But
Yeah, you want to grab me one too?
like it sucks because if it is that much, like that could potentially hurt the shit out of Sony.
Sure.
I mean,
But when you really look at it, like the PS5 is supposed to be a computer, and they're not releasing anything after it. All that Sony's going to release is like upgrade parts for the PS5. So
maybe
I mean, if, that's
it's
the case,
upgradable, it's rumored to be upgradable.
well, if
like,
it's going to be
not
upgradable,
confirmed.
that makes sense because now they're just putting like all the base products of a fucking PC tower.
Well,
in a
okay, so
gaming
I
console.
want to point out something too, since we're on this subject. So it was reported that all of the divisions of Sony recorded a record loss this year, except for the PlayStation division.
That's because PlayStation's so great.
I mean, it is.
Look, there's obviously the battle between PlayStation and Xbox, and I've had every console since I was a kid. Not saying I was spoiled, I was just fortunate enough that my parents like got behind on bills and shit in order to provide for us kids. So it was really cool, and obviously I had two families too, so I kind of had like Xbox at mom's.
Well, not
PlayStation at
obviously. I
dad's.
mean, we haven't gotten into your backstory yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
So I personally prefer PlayStation.
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. Even though there are very select games that I fucking will never see on the PlayStation, unfortunately.
And a lot of people that I know that prefer, it's funny because like everybody that I've talked to that is like, no, I mean Xbox is better. I'm like, well, what's your reasoning? Obviously, it's like, well, we got Halo, we got Gears, you know, and like
Gears
it runs
sucks
like
now, though.
it runs better, etc. But like almost every single time I talk to someone that like prefers Xbox over Sony, and personally, I don't fucking care. I like both the systems anyway. But it's always the Xbox's analog sticks have like the divots in them, so like your thumbs sit better. And I'm like, that's your fucking reasoning for why Xbox is better because the damn joysticks are more comfortable for your thumbs.
Nice and done.
No, I didn't throw anything.
Throwing your new shit on the floor?
I mean, personally, I wish everything was on the Switch. I love the Switch.
I do too.
Like,
the
I
Switch is
fucking-
like
I fucking love my Switch.
it looks like a mini Wii U, but it's like a mazillion times better.
yeah.
Don't you dare insult it by calling it a Wii U. As someone who owns a Wii U, it's sitting right there. You see how it's fucking relegated to sitting behind the fucking router? That's where it lives.
They're collecting. At least you have it turned on, so you must not hate it that much.
No, it's just, it goes power.
Yeah, it's sucking power. Your Wii U is just sucking power out of your electric bill.
It's only like 0.02.
Yeah, well, that's 0.
I had everything measured last weekend, okay? So, fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
personally,
sweet, so-
I want a more powerful Switch. Like,
Oh, I do too.
want
Well,
fucking-
okay, well, fucking, since we're obviously still fucking talking video games. So, fucking,
Uh,
they announced the
Gimme.
Switch Lite, which has simultaneously made people happy and pissed. So,
Yes.
going around here, we all got Switches. So, Brock got a Switch because Fire Emblem and
Yep.
Zelda, and he's got to have those. But, Brock plays exclusively in handheld,
Yes.
even though he's got a fucking 65-inch TV.
That is beautiful.
It is beautiful. We have the fucking same TV.
Bro, can you imagine watching porn on that TV?
It's amazing.
Zelda porn.
I mean,
So Smash
she
porn.
does have.
That's even better. Smash porn. Been
Smash.
been watching Smash on TV.
Well, I mean, there is a section of porn called Smash videos. It's where girls smash things with their boobs and butt like cake.
There's also an anime.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that.
There's an anime. I forget what it's called, but it's pretty much about like these girls that go to this school to train to like do this sports thing, and they're on like these platforms on water, and they fight each other with their tits in their ass. And they like have like special moves. So like, you know how like in Dragon Ball Z they're like Spirit Bomb, or like in like any of the anime where like they announce their attacks.
Yes,
they do shit like that.
So all of them.
Yeah. So like in this one they like announce their attacks. They'll be like swirling ass drop, kadunk, and it's just like smacks them in the fucking
perfect.
I saw this thing on Reddit the other day that was like, this is anime in a nutshell, and it was like this like first person perspective, and there's like this anime schoolgirl, and she was like, "Oh, you want me to take off my clothes?" Yes. And then she's starting to take off her clothes, and she like opens her like chest thingy or whatever, and then she just fucking starts transforming into a robot, and it's like ready to go, pew pew, and then she like fucking flies off, and like it starts off like fucking porn. And she just turns into a robot. And then they're like, yep, that's anime in a nutshell. And I was like, it's fucking true.
Yeah.
My wife.
I legit watched this anime once when they first had anime on Netflix. And all they had was this really weird shit anime. And I watched this thing.
Was it Band Red?
No. They're like these police chick cops with like huge tits. But then, like, one of the other chicks, like, mounted the other chick, and she turned into a fucking motorcycle with her boobs as handlebars. And they were, like, driving up the side of fucking buildings.
That's, like, some Bollywood level shit
It was fucking amazing.
That sounds like something out of the 90s. That sounds like some 90s anime.
Yeah.
It does. This is fucking crazy. Oh, my God. Okay, so that went way off topic. Okay, so Switch Lite. So you play exclusively in handheld.
Yep.
I love... the both options of it. Like, I love playing on my big TV, but I also love playing it mobile on the shitter, or everybody knows I got the little claw thing above my bed.
Yeah.
I've like beaten tons of video games that way because I'm just chilling there while my girlfriend's fucking snoring ass logs right next to me. And then there's Daniel. How does Daniel play the Switch?
Well, I mean, the Switch is Sarah's, my wife. So I honestly don't play the Switch all that often.
But it's not her only baby.
Shut up. So
I'm just gonna be making jokes about
that
the whole fucking time.
I don't play the Switch very often. I'm pretty busy a lot of times, so I haven't actually played a whole bunch of video games. Generally, like, she gets home, we just watch TV with us tonight. But whenever I do, I generally will play it on the TV. Now, if I take it to work with me, like when I was on night shift, I was sitting at work.
Yeah.
Twiddling my fucking thumbs. I was like, well, I'm going to take the Switch to work. And she was like, cool. So I just played Smash in handheld.
Yeah,
or I'd hook it up to, like, I would have the Switch just sitting there propped up, and then I'd have, like, the Nintendo, like, the Switch controller. I don't use the Joy-Cons. My hands are too big. I don't have Benjamin Button disease. Okay, I can't use that fucking things.
Well,
or I would hook it up to the computer monitor.
Put a pin on that. So, Joy-Cons are too small for you.
Yeah.
So, you obviously don't have a problem with the Joy-Cons since you play in handheld, right?
Yeah. I mean, but they're attached to a fucking
it's different. It's different.
Screen.
Like, if you're playing just with the Joy-Con, or like with that weird thing that the Joy-Con slide into and it's a controller, that square.
Oh
shit.
Yeah, that will.
Yeah, those things kind of suck.
The only time I use Joy-Cons is for.
I mean, it's cool you have the option, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's Go is the only game that I actually use Joy-Cons for because you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Don't have a fucking choice.
You could use the ball.
I don't want to use my ball.
The Pokeball.
I know. I don't want to use it.
It actually works really well.
I always get it confused between mine and Sarah's anyway, and then we have to both sign into the Pokeball.
I was going for something you didn't take it. It's okay. It's okay. So
you're just wanting to move to fucking Life End so bad, aren't
you? So the Switch Lite has no removable Joy-Cons. It has no HD rumble. And it's it's like 2 inches smaller, then Jesus Christ, that looks pixelated.
I was gonna
What
say
is that?
Metal Sonic,
It's Metal Sonic from Sonic Forces.
looking like a total.
Okay,
dick.
so for those who can't see at home, so in our new setup here, I've got a 65. I finally joined the 4K TV revolution.
You
Whatever.
finally joined the 4K. No, it's too much of a push.
Yep, you can just shove that right back up where you found. Me and Brock have the same 65-inch LG 4K TV at Costco because it was on sale.
Yep.
And it's fucking great 4K TV. But anyway, we're looking at, so I've got it AirPlayed to my laptop right now, which is over to our left now, and it's just running through my screen shavers, and I take a lot of screenshots of video games, and it's got this picture of Metal Sonic from Sonic Forces, and it just looks like just the most ass textured,
Trash.
fucking trash, pixelated shit.
And now it's gone.
And not in a good way. Yeah, now it's gone because it's on a minute rotation. Anyways, so the new Switch Lite, it's about 2 inches, 2.5 inches smaller
Yeah.
than the Switch. The screen is smaller but sharper. Joy-Cons don't attach, which also means that I guess you don't even call them Joy-Cons, but where the Joy-Cons would be on a Switch, they're smaller on a Switch Lite. And I guess that's pissing some people off who have bigger hands like yourself. Or for people like perhaps like you who just play it in handheld, like, oh, that's cool, but oh, it's smaller.
Yeah, I honestly, they did this for kids. They're probably moving the Switch Lite to probably be branded as a Game Boy.
I don't think I think it would be foolish to bring the Game Boy name back.
No, yeah.
But I get what you mean.
So I think they're aiming more at
it's their 2DS.
Yes. So, and plus it's fucking way cheaper. Well, not way cheaper. It's $100 cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a more I guess it's just a better option for somebody who wants to get something for their kid.
Yeah.
And not,
because you talked about getting one for your kid.
Yeah, but if they're coming out with a
Switch Pro,
or
which everybody's rumoring that they are because they need to.
Exactly. I'll just buy a Switch Pro and then let my kid have my old Switch at that point. So, I don't see a point in getting him a Lite.
Yeah. So the only upshots of the Lite is
a lot long battery life too, though.
Yeah, it's got like fucking 4 extra hours of battery life. It runs cooler. The screen's obviously better. And then of course the big distraction, which everybody's kind of pissed about, Switch Lite cannot dock. It cannot do the function that it is literally called the Switch for.
Yeah.
Which is kind of pissing some people off because obviously, the hardware is not. It's just shrunk hardware. Like, it's not any different internal, really. And then obviously some Nintendo games even, you cannot physically play on the Switch Lite. You cannot play Mario Party on the Switch Lite. You cannot play
if they
Switch.
can't dock, that makes sense.
Well, it also, the Rumble.
I know.
Some of those games you have to have the Rumble for.
Yeah, which a lot of people are questioning. So, like Zelda, their biggest seller, like, by far, which fucking everybody's playing on the Switch, you fucking need the Rumble to find the fucking Korok seeds.
Yeah.
Amongst some other puzzles. So it's like, are they gonna patch that shit? They might. They did add fucking VR support to the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I need the Rumble so I can have a good time, if you know what I mean.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So anyway, that's the Switch Lite. And then the other thing that was weird about that, so slightly upgraded Switches just came out too, like regular Switches.
Yeah.
They have a different processor in them, which gives them another 2 hours of battery life. And apparently, they're like 100 megahertz faster. So they're like ever so slightly more fast. And apparently some of them have like a better screen in them. Not all of them for some reason. But weird. Some of them have a display technology called IGZO, which is like ion galvanized zinc oxide.
Mm-hmm.
And basically that's really good display technology that's like in stuff like our iPhones.
Yeah.
That means that it's really, really sharp and it's really good at like all angles, basically. I guess it's a technology that's owned exclusively by LG. So LG sourcing the displays, so they're basically on par with Apple displays now. But it's not every new Switch. Like, you have to look at the model number in a store,
That's super stupid.
which is fucking weird, right?
yeah, it's hella stupid.
So, anyways, Daniel, do you want to spin the ring to get to our next topic? Because we've been on the fucking video games a while.
Talking about I can't turn the ring because the fucking thing spins.
Yeah, you idiot.
Yeah, I'll murder you in your sleep.
What?
All right, we got air.
You got air?
Fucking hit us up with what category Ang falls in.
Well,
Don't you mean Ong?
well, guess what? That's video games. So
Motherfucker!
spin it again, motherfucker.
Ang again. Ang again.
Stop fucking. Just spin it.
Oh, we got Zuko.
Is it fire?
That would be what Zuko is.
You know what that is?
Oh, life stories.
Yeah, so life stories. We got a fuck ton of them. I guess we'll start with the obvious.
Trevor looks high as fuck.
Me and yeah, he is. Me and Brock and Jessica, we've got our own place. We're in the process of purchasing my father's business. We're waiting on a loan right now for that, and we will be independent as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But buying or we're renting, so we're clear. Renting this place has been the transformer. It's more than meets the eye. A lot of fucking problems. Like, it looked really good. And then we decided to turn the air on and found out the air only blows hot air, which is fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got really sick like 4 days after we moved in. And then Daniel's just opening up shit.
Don't click on the cake file.
Oh, Jesus. You
The cake is a lie.
You shut your whore mouth. You want in to the iPad? Is that what you want?
Oh no, I thought your password was 6969, but it's not, so I don't want it anymore.
Jesus.
Continue on with your life stories.
So we got this place, and then I got really sick, and then we thought something might be wrong with the water, so we had a dude out, and he was just like, yeah, this shit's poisoned. I wouldn't even have, like, Brock's kid drink or shower in this water. And we're like, fuck. So then we got a second opinion, and then they're just like, well, it's not poison, but it's definitely fucking bad. And we're like, shit. And so then we were without water for 2.5 weeks?
Yeah.
Some shit like that. What you need?
I'm just.
What you need?
Like a fucking 5-year-old in here.
I'm thirsty, motherfucker.
Well, there should be at least like a dew in there.
There's
there might be a
two dews.
Coke.
There's.
There's margaritas. There's ginger beer.
I'll try a margarita.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Are they really good?
They're fucking. They're the best fucking
On a
margaritas.
scale of like 1 to fuck, how good are they?
Fuck.
Oh wow, that's really good.
For a pre-bottled margarita, I think they're the best you can fucking buy. By the way, we've been drinking Cayman Jacks margarita cocktails made with 100% blue agave.
Jesus
Agave.
Christ.
I don't know how to fucking pronounce it.
Agave. You know what agave is?
It's the blue thing that's on the picture on the
It's a plant.
front
It's
of
a
the
plant.
thing.
That looks like aloe vera on fucking roids.
Yeah. You can actually.
Okay, Daniel's taking his
Bye.
first sip.
I really hope those blues got.
You don't have to fucking put the fucking cap back on.
I'm gonna put the cap back on.
Why?
Because I'm a fucking hazard, Tim.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck was I talking about?
Poison water.
Oh yeah, poison water. So then we
I gotta
fucking
pee. I'm back.
okay, cool.
Step outside.
Cool.
and
Step
smoke my
outside.
ass out.
Go for it.
Smells very.
Grape.
It's his vape.
Grape on ice.
Smells like.
Anyways, so we got our Daniel, Jesus Christ. So we took showers elsewhere and fucking got Costco baby wipes, which Brock turned me on. He had them before because obviously he had a baby child.
Yes.
But like those things are fucking legit. I love them. Like they're great for everything. They're great for fucking cleaning electronics. Great for washing your face, cleaning your pits. Like they're fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Kirkland baby wipes. Get them today at your local Costco. But in all seriousness, those 2.5 weeks kind of sucked. So then we finally got the water heater replaced. The water's good, and we got the water filters in. The water's no longer poison. Fucking new water heater, fucking burn your flesh off at like 140 degrees or something. Fucking crazy
awesome.
like that. It is actually pretty awesome how fast it works. Like way better than any of the previous places I think either of us have been at.
Yeah.
In terms of hot water, like it's not even capacity, just its ability to fucking heat water up is just like kablam.
Yeah, it's really quick.
And then, God, it must have been like fucking 5 days after we had this water heater. I woke up to take a shit before going to work, and I shit too much and used too much toilet paper. Got the toilet stuck. I was like, okay, cool, toilet clog. Don't own a plunger, so I had to fucking MacGyver a plunger out of a fucking Ziploc bag and a plastic bag, which worked because I was able to create suction and get it going down. And I was like, yes, victory! But then the water started spraying out from the base of the toilet, and anybody who's ever put in a toilet knows that there's basically like this yellow wax ring seal on the bottom base of toilets. So I'm thinking either that gave out or something did or whatever. And then water started spraying out from that, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's spraying all over the floor here. That's not good. I gotta go get a towel. But we just moved, so I was trying to find out where the fuck we put the towels, and I come downstairs, because I have a master bedroom now, and it's above, it's on the second floor above a living room area, which has like a wall fireplace. We just pulled out my girlfriend Jessica's surprisingly really good 42-inch Panasonic plasma and had it on a wall mount. And I come down the stairs, and there's just water gushing out of this light fixture. And that's not a dog, that's just Daniel being Daniel. What you need there? The hell? What is this gauze? Why do you have gauze? What is this, Daniel?
The battery charger, you fucking idiot.
What is that for? Oh, it's for his vape. Because his batteries. Whatever. Is that outlet on?
Nope, the wall's on.
Well, just fucking.
I just tried plugging it in.
Put it in the. Whatever. So anyway, water was coming out of my fucking light fixture all over Jessica's TV. I was freaking the fuck out. I didn't know what to fucking do. Never dealt like anything with that. I called my like landlord management guy, named David. Ironically, I could never fucking escape the Davids in my life. Sorry. Jesus fucking Christ, Daniel. The joke there is my dad's name is David. Fucking Daniel people. Anyways, so I called up my landlord manager dude, and I was like, David, there's fucking water spraying out of the light fixture, like the toilet clogged and all this stuff. And he must have just woke up or something. And he was just like, Tim, you're a grown man. You can unclog your own toilet. And I was like, David, shut the fuck up. The toilet clog is fixed. Water is spraying out of the light fixture in the fucking living room.
Did he say it like that, or was he like, "Oh, Tim, you need to fix the fucking toilet"?
No, that's literally everybody else. And then he was like, oh, well, that's not good. And I was like, no shit. Where the fuck is the water main in this house? And he was like, So we spent a bunch of time, and I was trying to find the water main. Couldn't find the water main, so I was just resorting to turning off all the knobs that are behind the toilets and the sinks and whatnot. And I was thankfully already at work, because I wasn't going to help Tim
clean up his fucking mess.
Why were you at work?
100% with you.
What happened there?
I was taking my kid to daycare. And
That's right.
And
you
then
took your kid to daycare.
Yeah, and then I was just gonna go straight to work because I figured you guys would have already have been there, not ruining the fucking house.
And so then water started spraying out of the light fixture in front of it, a totally different light fixture, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And so then yeah, I mean, long story short, we got it fixed, but it took like fucking 4 days and 6 fucking incompetent repairmen. And it was just it was really fucking annoying. Really fucking so I mean, what about you, Brock? Like what do you feel that you'd wish to tell the public about?
Yeah, that's wrong.
You know, we're best friends, and I entered the wrong password, and
Probably
Daniel's your
because
fucking phone.
Password's the whole fucking alphabet.
Well, it is.
It really is. I mean, not terribly too much going on other than what you said. I took my kid to my folks' ranch, and he's spent the month out there of July, and he had a really good time. I spent a long weekend out there. That was really nice.
You were teaching him to fish, right?
Yep. Did a bunch of fishing and hiking, and then he was out there helping my parents with their stuff. So he got to help do some puppy training because my parents breed Great Pyrenees. Then he helped out in their garden, helped them pick plants or pick berries and stuff, which my mom likes to make into jam and stuff, and she takes to the farmers market to sell. And did some shooting. That was a lot of fun. But other than that, yeah, not much else to add to what you said.
I mean, work's been pretty crazy.
Work's been hella crazy.
Work has both been taking off like crazy just because it's summer and schools and everything, and just a number of construction projects that are just all fucked up.
Yeah.
Won't name names, obviously, but they're there, such as construction, I suppose. And then obviously, we've been working on a lot of business stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Brock are part of a LLC now that are going to buy my dad's company out. Keep doing business as that. My dad's company name. Keep the client list, all that sort of stuff. And that's been a bit of a process because we've been going back and forth between business guys and other business managers, and we were looking at an angel investor, and that fell through, and so then we're on the track for an SBA loan. Just like all that nonsense. And then other bit of news, I went to a metal concert for the first time ever. I'd never been to a metal concert before. Boy over here to my right, Daniel, took me to a local affair called Pain in the Grass, and we saw fucking Disturbed.
Did you just say Inwisa? Calm down, Jar Jar. Wisa went to the concert.
We went to a local affair called Pain in the Grass in Washington State, which is where I am located, and we saw Disturbed amongst some other bands, and it was a pretty fucking good time. Beginning of the day kind of sucked because we got there, Daniel, like 4 fucking hours early. We were fucking sitting in your fucking car.
So I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Pennsylvania. And back east, see, this is what's weird about y'all fucking Westerners. Like, y'all don't tailgate out here, predominantly because it's illegal. Back east, we tailgate like there's no fucking tomorrow, man.
Really?
Like, people show up to concerts, especially like metal concerts, like 5 hours early, and they tailgate in the fucking parking lot. Like grills, fucking gazebo canopy shits, fucking cornhole frisbee. Like, I went and saw Motley Crue.
Wait, what the fuck is cornhole frisbee?
I said cornhole and frisbee?
What are those?
You know what the fuck a frisbee is?
Like just frisbee?
Yeah, you know you throw it around.
Yeah, what's a cornhole?
He's not worth the answer.
Dude, fucking, I don't know. What's a cornhole?
You have a magical device in your phone in your hand that can.
I know, but Daniel's right here and it's pissing him off. So what's a cornhole?
You're gonna piss off every redneck that listens to you.
We have a lot of listeners who are from East Coast or
They probably know what the fuck cornhole is.
I don't know what a cornhole is. Explain what a fucking cornhole is to me.
You know what beanbag toss is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that, but better.
Well, how is it better?
Because it has one hole.
Well, that sounds
and
not
it's
better.
also like, well, it's also actually now it's actually a league. There's actually a cornhole competitive league. People with a shit ton of money.
Well, I also found out that the fucking hobby horsing is a fucking legitimate fucking league sport now too.
Hobby horsing?
That's that thing with the freaking when you're a kid and you got that horse that has a pole between your legs. That's a fucking horse.
Dude, look it up, dude. It blew my mind.
They'll gallop along a fucking legit horse course and they'll like jump over little shits. And
I'm fucking dead serious. Like fucking grown ass men and women with fucking a stick between their crotch with a horse that like they probably made or something. And they're doing fucking horse obstacle courses.
And they get graded.
Yeah. It's fucking filmed and shit. So and I was like, what the fuck?
That's like some furry level shit right there.
But anyway.
Is, yes.
With showing up early, there wasn't because I was like, oh, let's, go tailgate. Because like I said, my back east, when people tailgate, it's usually like, I see it. With tailgating, like people bring like their barbecues or their grills, and then they'll grill for like hours on end, drink, fucking play cornhole, just blare music. When I went and saw Motley Crue, we tailgated with like 6 other cars, and we're gifted food and like it's a good fucking time. And out here, unfortunately, it's illegal in almost everywhere.
Is it illegal?
I haven't been to a venue. So like White River Amphitheater, it's illegal there. If you go out to the Gorge in Quincy, it's illegal out there. You can't exactly go into downtown Seattle and fucking tailgate.
I feel like I've seen tailgating in downtown Seattle.
I mean, maybe in something else, but like if you're going to the Crocodile, I doubt that you can tailgate outside the Crocodile.
No, you definitely can.
That's not happening. The Crocodile's pretty small, and there's like no parking. You have to walk 8 blocks just to get there.
Yeah. Crocodile's kind of a shithole too.
It is, but I went and saw Crywolf, who's a electronic artist, and it was pretty fucking good, but that's mainly probably because he does all of his own sound. Anyway, we got there super early because I was expecting traffic to be hell because doors were supposed to open at 2:30. I wanted to get there at like noon, 1, just so we could stand in line because the line gets pretty long. We got there at like 11:30 and sat in the car.
And I was like, Daniel,
for like ever.
And he was like, I'm gonna keep the car going. I was like, why aren't we going out to the thing? He's like, well, standing in line starts at 3.
Well, the doors opened at 2:30, so I wanted to try to get in line at least at like 1:30, 1:45.
When did we actually? I think we walked out at like 1:40.
Yeah, I think we walked out around 1 because I thought that the doors opened
still too early.
I thought the doors opened at 2, and then Sarah was like, "No, they opened at 2:30." She told me after we got home. She's like, "No, look, the doors opened at 2:30." I was like, "That explains why we were standing out there forever." But it was cool. I enjoyed it. I wasn't as
You were not as lit as you wanted to be.
Yeah, so it really kind of sucks. So the bands that were there, we saw.
I've got some. I got.
So we saw New Year's Day, Fever 6 or Fever 6 or 3-3.
They were actually really fucking good.
Fever 333 in this moment, and then Disturbed headlined. And honestly, I was kind of disappointed. Like Disturbed always puts on a good show, but I saw them
last time they had.
Yeah, so I saw them a couple years ago, and they had pyrotechnics. So like they had a big, it almost looked like a big cargo net backdrop, and they lit that bitch on the whole fucking thing on fire. Like half the stage was on fucking fire halfway through their show. They were just lighting everything on fire. This one they're kind of upgrading because their new album's called Evolution, so they're trying, I guess, with Evolution, they're more evolving into a modern style for concerts. And they didn't have any fire. It was just like all the digital, like the screens and stuff, which were still really cool.
Yeah, the light show was great. The fucking the work was good. The videos were good.
I'm hoping that because like nobody else had fire or any type of pyrotechnics. I mean,
if anybody was gonna have fire, it would have been that in this moment.
Yeah, like, I was really.
I was waiting for a goat to fucking get cut open.
I'm hoping that White River Amphitheater didn't like ban pyrotechnics there. Because I'm going to see him break.
It's Indian reservation there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's technically on the Indian reservation. It's Native American owned.
People do whatever the fuck they want.
But like, I'm going to see him Breaking Benjamin next month, and I know they use a lot of pyrotechnics. So I'm hoping that it'll be. If they don't do it, then I'm gonna just automatically assume that they can't do it there. But I mean, the concert was good. You know, we got out late. You got fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine by the time we got back in the car.
Were you?
Yeah.
Bro, you screamed. I swear to God, every time a song was over, I swear I thought it was Jessica screaming or someone behind you that was a female screaming. I didn't think your voice could get that high. Actually, I think I knew your voice could get that high. I just didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, he has a very girly voice.
But I don't know.
This is no.
There wasn't that many people there. I don't know. It was really weird.
I mean, there was a lot by the time.
Yeah, I mean, I just
but
felt
beforehand, it fucking felt empty as fuck.
I just felt really weird. I don't know. Usually at
in this
concerts,
moment
I
had
lose my
quite a few
shit.
people, and some people left just after that.
In this moment had dancers, which
yeah, they did.
I don't know if anybody has ever been to a metal concert that's listening. I'm assuming if you have a shit ton of viewers, someone has. Not many bands in like the metal rock community use dancers. Usually that stuff falls under like pop, R&B, rap, hip hop, some country, but it's very it doesn't happen very often with metal and rock. Like the last band I saw that had dancers was Motley Crue, and well, that speaks for itself. So it was really kind of cool to see. It was a nice aesthetic to kind of see like that happen, especially the fact that in this moment their singer is a female.
And that was the other thing. There's not that many female vocalists in metal, and there was 2 of them at this concert.
Yeah, so New Year's
Day, that chick there,
moment.
And in this moment.
So, like, honestly, in this moment, like I said, in this moment it's pretty big, but when you think of, like, the big female, like, rock stars in metal and rock, like, your first people you're going to is obviously, like, Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm.
Chick from OTEP.
Yeah, so like that, and even if you go back farther, so you got like Joan Jett, Pat Benatar, like those ones, like Joan Jett and Pat Benatar, like completely paved the way for women in rock. So it's really cool when you have bands like this that are so big and they're out there and they are actually female led. It's actually nice to see because rock and metal are so, music in general actually is so male driven. So when you see female artists come out, especially in such a male dominated genre, it's actually really cool. Especially the fact that like the chick from In This Moment, that girl can fucking scream.
Jesus Christ, she's
Same
fucking.
They
need to dial some of the shit in the fucking. Because we were complaining because the fucking speakers were fucking breaking.
Yeah, same thing with New Year's Day. She can scream too, but Fever 333, man, holy shit!
Fucking, how much mescaline do you think he did before he fucking got up there?
Like, so Brock, obviously you weren't there.
Yeah. It's just 3 dudes that pulled their shirt off they rocked as hard,
dude,
as first of all, so they had this everybody had a drum kit and it was on like a big probably metal square with caster wheels.
Yeah, it's just
and they kept fucking kicking this drum the dude's drum fucking set closer and closer towards the fucking mosh pit. And there was a fucking point where me and Daniel were watching the roadie guy in the corner, and he would like do a fucking cartwheel and slide out on his knees and be like, ah, and then like push it back, and then they keep pushing it forward.
Yeah,
and he fucking got up on the fucking
Fever 333 has like huge pull of influence from Rage Against the Machine. Like it's very notable based on what they sing about and just their playing style. But man, dude, that singer, he's fucking crazy. So like, Tim
it was good though.
So yeah,
like,
so like Tim was saying,
good
like,
man, but fuck,
like the platform
their performance, quote unquote.
Yeah. So in the middle, like of one of their songs, like he went and like pulled the platform. He was just like pulling it to the front of the stage, like running over chords, and the roadie would come out and like move the chords.
Yeah.
And then he was like going up and like
cymbal.
Yeah, so then he went up to the fucking, in the middle of a song, he went up to this platform, and the reason why the drums are on platforms with wheels is strictly just so they can move shit around the stage when they're switching between bands. It makes things a lot quicker. Mm-hmm. So he like the singer went up to it, and just started fucking like, just deadlifting this fucking platform. He was just like lifting it and slamming it on the ground. And the drummer's just like, another fucking Tuesday.
Well, I saw his face and he's like, oh, he's fucking doing it again. This fucking asshole.
So
like it's just like this fucking guy.
But he was shaking it so hard, and
his fucking cymbal.
The fucking cymbal fell off.
Yeah.
So the crew guy came out to like pick up the cymbal, and he like grabbed it and started walking away, and the singer went over and like grabbed the other side of the cymbal, was like pulling it, and the crew guy was like, I'm taking this. So he takes his fucking microphone and starts smacking the guy in the fucking hand and like smacking the cymbal. He's like, this is mine. So then the guy like just like leaves. He's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And he takes the cymbal, puts it on his fucking head like a Vietnamese hat. It just starts running around the stage singing. I'm like, Jesus, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, and then the bassist guitar dude, he waded through the fucking crowd, and then he was fucking standing up on the soundboard.
Yeah, like
the mixing board is like center to the whole location. I mean, you've been there, but for the audience at home, it's like center to this whole like kind of amphitheater thing. And he was fucking standing on the fucking mix board. The controls are just like, and the dude sitting there is just like, the fucking hell, dude, the fucking hell.
Yeah,
That's fucking great.
They were absolutely crazy. I mean, honestly, it's just. Slipknot.
I mean, it's fucking entertaining as hell, though.
Slipknot played Tuesday, and I was like, I didn't even have to go fucking see Slipknot because that's pretty much what they do in concert. Like Slipknot, they like wrestle each other on stage. Like they do suplexes and shit on fucking stage.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. I enjoyed it. The Fever 333, I'd go see them again, but they're probably banned from playing at White River.
Oh,
Amphitheater.
they're
yeah.
totally fucking banned.
Yeah.
After that shit, with fucking beating the fucking
And it was
roadie.
kind of funny. So like,
Shit.
one of the cool things I kind of respected about them, and they pulled definitely from
Oh, hey,
the.
you're wearing your Disturbed shirt.
Yeah, so they were pulling it. I was also wearing the jacket. So they pulled a lot of their influences.
$120 jacket.
$100 jacket, thank you.
$120 with tax. Yeah.
No,
Oh, $100 with tax.
we were on an Indian reservation.
Oh, you're right.
There's no tax. Anyway, with Fever 333, because they pulled a lot of their shit politically influenced and musically influenced from Rage Against the Machine. They were like super big on like going against the grain. They were really big on like they really touched base a lot on the women being in the metal field and stuff like that. And out of the three of them, the guitarist, because it was just a guitarist, a drummer, and then the singer.
He was ready to fight the whole audience.
So
Like,
the singer,
he was just like, rah.
so the singer, I don't know if he was black. He said he was a person of color. I don't know what ethnicity he falls under.
He
and then
must have been Hispanic.
Yeah, and then the bassist
Because
was.
they said they're from Cali, right?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
the guitarist was black. I think he might have been black, but the only white guy was the drummer. So he like came up at the end or like halfway through the set, and he's like talking about like, oh, you know, we got this race bullshit going on in the world. Like everybody needs to fuck that shit. You know, don't see color, blah blah blah. And then he's like, I just want to thank everybody for, you know, having someone like me in this type of field. He's like, unlike our drummer, who he's like, well, for lack of a better word, he's white. Okay, so like not having white people in music, he's like, you know, it's very like music in general, especially metal. Once again, is very white and male driven. So to have someone of another ethnicity or even female in it, it is a huge fucking change of pace, and it's nice to see. I don't like seeing that type of segregation. If anybody's never been to a metal concert, they're some of the nicest fucking people in the world. I highly recommend it.
His dad was black.
Everybody always gives rock and metal a huge bad name because it's like, oh, devil music, or oh, it's aggressive and it, you know, promotes violence and killing. But I mean, if you've ever been to a concert, everybody there is pretty fucking nice. Like, you have a couple bad apples that drink too much, but 99% of the time, you'll find like the most down to earth fucking people there.
Yeah, so the singer, weird picture of him. His father's black, mom was white. Grew up in Glasgow, actually. And he got like picked on, I guess, all the time for his dad being black.
What a bunch of assholes.
So it goes. I mean, Scots, so they don't give a fuck. Never will. Let's see. So yeah, New Year's Day was good. Fever 333 was good. Basement was terrible.
Yeah,
The
basically.
poor English band.
Yeah,
They were so nice.
Yeah, they were from England. I
Good
think.
day. Oh, we're here.
Yeah, they were the
What?
nicest
What?
band I think I've ever seen in my entire
Watch
life.
the crowd out here. Yep. Tip. Cheerio. We're
Consistently,
gonna play some songs now.
like
Okay.
every fucking song.
I fucking hate when bands do that.
Every song, before or after every song, they're like, yeah, so we're a band from the UK called Basement. This next song, so and so, and then like after every song, they'd be like, thank you guys, you know, for coming out, you know, drive safe, go home. Like they were just so polite. I'm like, are you sure you're not from Canada?
I would have been pissed. I'd be like, shut the fuck up and play your music. I
They-
hate when bands do that.
They had some Weezer influence, definitely.
They weren't good though.
But I think
I put my earbuds in.
Listening to them
I was
on,
like, nope.
listening to them
I'm
on
out.
like the album, they're okay, but live, I think they got dicked over.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody had such wildly different settings, and I felt kind of bad because the first band that came on Superfecta was actually good.
Yeah, they were local,
but their sound was shit.
Yeah,
on however they were mic'd and all that sort of stuff.
I kind of might actually try to look them up because Superfect is a local band. They're from not from Thurston County. They're from
something.
Yes, they're
something.
up north,
They
Snohomish County.
Yeah, whatever, close enough. Yeah, so we saw Paint the Grass. It was good. I spent $130 fucking on 3 things of alcohol.
Oh, yeah?
Got the cup right here, right now.
That's why you pre-funk. You pre-funk in the parking lot.
That's called.
I'm not gonna pre-funk.
It's called tailgating.
I'm not gonna
Brock,
pre-funk
which we can't
at
do.
11 o'clock in the morning.
Why not?
You haven't lived. Ugh.
Yeah,
Friday.
you're a fucking adult.
Act like one and get pre-funked.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of adulting, Daniel, you want to share? You want to share your news
Oh,
with the Fork family audience? By the way, to fully make sure Daniel is properly embarrassed, those on our Discord, Daniel here is Killer Cow 13316. Still don't know what those numbers mean. I think I've asked you.
yeah. So, well, the Killer Cow is obviously from Diablo 2,
Right.
the secret cow level.
Yep.
Cows.
And you love cows.
Well, yeah, cows are my favorite animal. Don't judge. It's been etched into me since I was a child.
My cousin likes cows.
But definitely got Killer Cow from the secret cow level from Diablo 2. If you haven't played it, get out from under your rock and go play it. And then 13316. So growing up, I was in a total of like 4 different school districts.
Mm-hmm.
So preschool I was in one school district, and then kindergarten to 4th grade
So
I was in
all of your school districts.
No, let me finish. Jesus. So
Alright.
kindergarten through halfway through 4th grade, I was in one school district, and then I moved to another district about a half hour, 45 minutes away. And I was there for the rest of 4th grade till the end of 6th grade, and then I moved to another school district, 7th to 9th, and then finished out high school in another district. So from kindergarten to 4th grade, like, you know when you go and do your lunch pin number? My pin number for lunch was 13316. And then I moved to a school district that was fucking 45 minutes away, and somehow my pin number was still 13316. And then when I moved to the last school district, which is where I went to middle school, where I went to middle, so 7th and 8th grade, my pin number was still 13316. And then when I went to high school in that district, it changed. So my whole life, I was like, well, this is obviously
So you're telling me that if anybody wants to break into any of your internet accounts, you've probably used one.
I don't use. It's only under. It's only under as a username. I don't use it as a password. But like, I just figured, like, obviously this is some significant bullshit. I'm just gonna keep it, and it kind of rolls off the tongue. Killer Cow 13316. It kind of flows well. So I was like, cool. I've used a lot of underscores in my lifetime because you got those fucking things where it's like, oh, your username can't be, or it'll be like Killer Cow.
Yep.
I have been on things where it's like Killer Cow 13316 is already taken. I'm like, someone has stolen me, and I aims to get myself back. Pirates of the Caribbean. We're not gonna. That would be a conversation for a whole different podcast. I could talk about Pirates of the Caribbean.
I mean, I'm down for doing a Pirates cast, man. You know what we could do? Because I've done this before in the show. Is we'll have like the movie like running in the background, and we could hook up some fucking. You don't fucking cut. I swear to God.
And then you get
never
tetanus
since
and
the
die.
couch when you fucking cut your nails and you were cutting me and Mike.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
fucking asshole. Okay, so hang on. Side tangent. So Brock here, when we were probably like fucking 16, something like that.
Yeah.
Brock cut his nails to be like triangular, like claw like
Yeah.
for the purposes of cutting fucking people. And I was sitting on a couch with one of my other good friends who's moved way the fuck up north. We call him Big Mike because he's a big old boy. And me and him were sitting, and Big Mike always wore shorts.
Yeah.
And Brock would just like a fucking like tiger, like sneak up along the floor and then go, ha! With his fucking hand. That's just like fucking claws. and like would make me and Mike bleed.
Sounds awful.
It was fucking stupid.
It was.
Um,
It's funny though.
Anyway,
Side tangent over.
that's why my
Yeah.
username is that.
Cool. Now the other thing.
Oh, so I have recently found out that I am going to be a father.
Yay!
Yeah.
Brock's
like,
you
you should have run away.
I mean, you should have got a vasectomy, man, to be frank. But
No, there wouldn't have been a Frank if I would have got a vasectomy.
That's
Oh.
Not that my kid would have been called Frank.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him Frank from now on.
Please don't.
Jeez.
So yeah, first time, first kid. It wasn't my first time.
Sure.
Wouldn't that be some shit?
It was like, well, first time, never having sex again, got a kid out of it. Fucking, it's over.
Yeah,
They all warned me. I didn't listen.
So we, my wife took some tests like last Tuesday, and one was positive, the other was kind of negative. So she was like, "Well, what the hell are we gonna do?" I was like, "We're gonna go get a blood test." And she's like,
Go to the fucking doctor. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, well, what was more? She was more like, do you want to make a doctor's appointment to get tested, or do you like to actually get like a real test, or do you just want to go get like more tests from the store? I was like, woman, listen here, we're both. You're like a military dependent, like your shit's free. I'll be damned if we're going and getting another test from the store. But the clinic on base was closed, and all the other clinics in the area were closed. So I called the hospital on base. I was like, y'all do pregnancy tests? They were like, yeah. So I went to the ER and got a pregnancy test done. And when we showed up, there was only like 3 people there. So I was like, oh, this was going to go super quick. And they were like, well, your pregnancy test isn't exactly an emergency. So you guys are like bottom priority. I was like, well, that's fine. There's only like 3 other people in here anyway. So
10 days later.
we'll be in here be in here, in and out. So she goes back to get her blood test done, and I go back and don't go in the room because I'm a bitch when it comes to needles.
Are you?
I just, it's not like that I'm, like, I don't, like, walk in and be like, I'm going to go get a needle in my arm today. Like, no, it's like, I don't want to get fucking stabbed by someone that I've never met
should
before.
be going like, I'm getting a needle in my arm today and fucking singing,
Like, I don't
dancing.
like them. I used to be
Heroin
petrified.
addicts.
Yeah, it's like heroin addicts, and I can't get enough of them needles in their arms.
Yeah.
They're like, stick it in me!
But I used to be petrified of shots and needles and shit. But I just don't, I don't like seeing people get them. It freaks me out. Just seeing it, like, go, ugh.
That's so weird.
But so she got her blood test done, and she's like, okay, cool, we'll test it, and then you guys once again are on bottom priority, so it might take a bit. I was like, no, it's cool. We only got a couple people in the waiting room. We go back out in the waiting room. I swear to God, all of Western Washington fucking decided to die and come into the ER. Like,
This was on base.
Yes.
Wow.
There was like it was
Fuck
packed.
shit's going on base.
I was like, holy shit! Like, there was some dude like throwing up his fucking intestines, and then there was like
oh no,
this little girl. I think she was like 2 or 3, and she had this bandage around her head and like a gauze smack dab in the center of her forehead. She was in a stroller. She was kind of hissy, and then like she eventually got over herself. And I kind of was curious to know like what was wrong with her. And then her mom was talking to her. She's like, "Well, that's what you get for monkeying around and cracking your head on the coffee table." I was like, Jesus. And then like,
AKA, I cracked your head on the coffee table.
And then like,
Right?
I looked at her, and then like the little girl like looked at me, and I kind of waved at her. She waved back, and then she like stuck her tongue out at me, and I stuck my tongue out back at her, and then she like lost her shit for 5 minutes and laughed her ass off. But we were in there for like solid half hour, and then it really pissed me off because like usually like with like exciting news like this, you know, to sit down and be like, well, we got your test results back, and so you guys are gonna have a baby. Congratulations. There's some shit like that, something to that extent.
Yeah.
This bitch didn't do fucking any of that. You know what she did? She pulled us in the motherfucking room. I'm sitting there like heart palpitations, like freaking the fuck out. Like, oh my God, is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? I need to know. I need to know how to prepare myself. And she's like, did you guys come in for anything else to be tested besides just a pregnancy test? And like my first thought was like, well, what the fuck did you find? Like, what's happening? Like, what do you mean? Is there something else? Like, I'm not like, is she dying? Is my wife dying? And Sarah's like, no. And she's like, okay, well, she's like, okay, cool. So so you guys are pregnant. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna do that. She just went right the fuck past it. Just kept moving. She's like, your levels are this, and so I'm like, whoa. I was like, back up. I was like, we're having a baby? She's like, oh yeah. I was like, what the fuck you mean? Oh yeah. Like, you're just gonna move past that. I was like, this is Jesus, woman.
That's because that nurse knows what's up.
I was like, God damn.
Sure, being a military ER nurse.
I was like, dear
Mhm.
God.
Gives no fucks.
So then we had to get her
Hell.
set up with like prenatal and stuff like that, which we got her appointment at the end of the
Sure.
month. So like shit's gonna be great, but it sucks because like I'm not going to be here when my kid's born. I'm gonna be deployed.
It's gonna suck,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. So we're talking about doing like either like FaceTime or like Skype, or I might see if like
You're gonna FaceTime her while she's giving birth.
Yeah. So she's like,
Fucking.
I need a better
what else are you
angle.
gonna do?
She's like,
what else are you gonna do?
she's
Right?
like, so when we FaceTime, she's like, do you want to be like, do you want the camera like up on my head, or like do you want to like see the baby be born? I was like, I don't want to see the kid be born. She's like, why? I was like, I'm never gonna look at it the same ever.
Yeah.
Like it's not happening. I was like, I will gladly do that. Or in some instances, it's rare, few and far between, but sometimes they'll actually like let you come home for a week so you can see your kid be born, and then they'll fly you back out.
Yeah.
But 99% of the time, the only way that they'll do that is if there's like some sort of complication. So if like they have to be induced, if something's going on with the baby, if the freaking woman's losing her shit, whatever the case may be. So we're gonna try to take that route. I talked to leadership at my shop where I'm at now, and they were like, "Oh, we can see about just getting you out of the deployment." I was like, "You know, that would be great, but I'm gonna be making a fuck ton of money on this deployment.
Yeah.
And kids."
And combat
He's
pay.
like, I
It's
need
not even
money for the
combat
kid.
pay. If you're at a non-combat area, you don't get combat pay. But the fact is, when you deploy, you don't get taxes taken out of your paycheck.
Mm.
And then when you do your tax return, you don't have to pay those taxes you didn't get taken out. So the only thing I pay when I'm deployed is like Social Security income and like Medicare
Nice.
or like Medicaid. So like federal taxes do not get taken out of my paycheck.
Fuck yeah.
So my paychecks, like when I deployed the first time, my paychecks were like $300-400 more than they usually were.
Yeah.
Now they're like probably going to be around $400 or $500 more than they usually are, because I'm making more now than I did when I deployed last. So obviously they take more out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, the money would be great if you guys could just bring me back home for a week. That'd be Gucci. Isn't that what the kids say?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. We have a kid. I don't know. Is he running around saying Gucci?
Nah, he's
No,
like,
he'd probably
he's
hit
like-
his kid if he said
Yeah, I
Gucci.
would. Actually.
Like,
I totally
fucking-
would.
like,
My kid runs around swearing.
I've never heard Jay swear.
No, he knows not to swear around people.
Mm.
He only swears at people. Swears when he's in the car or something.
Really? What's he say?
He'll yell at cars like I do. Like he's like
motherfucker.
pretty much. He's
Really?
like, shit, fuck. Like,
That's awesome.
all right, man.
I had no
Get your anger out.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him drop like a toy, or like he's dropped a plate before, and he was like, shit, fuck. And I was like, in context, I really can't be mad about it.
Express yourself.
Like,
That's fucking
I
great.
honestly, I have no issue with him cussing. But,
That's funny.
he just knows better not to do it around other people.
Good. But yeah, your boy's gonna be dead.
So, what gender you want?
Honestly, I mean, I really don't care, dude. I'm just happy I'm having a kid. I'd like to have a daughter.
Yeah. Why do you want a daughter?
I've always wanted a daughter ever since I was fucking.
Ever
But,
since
but
you were
why?
fucking-
Because at some point,
When I started the first day, I was like, girl. I want
Really?
a daughter.
that's just like that.
No, I don't know. Since I was like 12, I just wanted a daughter. Like 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. I just always thought, like, if I could, whenever I grow up and shit and get married and have a kid. I'd
Well,
like to
you're
have a girl.
married and you're
Honestly,
having a kid, so,
so-
you done grown up.
So we talked about, like, we wanted to have, like, a boy first, and then, like, a year later have a girl. That way, like, when they're in school, if, like, our daughter, gets picked on or some shit, like, her brother will be like, fuck y'all. Like, I want to raise my kids to be there for each other and protect each other. So that'd be nice, but, like, secretly, yeah, I'd honestly like to have a daughter first. If it ends up being a
I mean,
boy, I'm not gonna, like,
statistically-
freak the fuck out and be like, no!
I
I'm
mean,
still gonna be like, fuck yeah, I'm having a kid still.
I mean, statistically, it's,
It's still in
probably
there.
a boy though,
Why?
because your wife is under 30. So when you're younger, you have a higher chance of having a boy. When you're older, you have a higher chance of having a girl.
I don't give a fuck, Tim. Okay,
I'm
could
just
be
saying.
boy, girl, fucking he, she, Apache helicopter. I don't give a fuck. I'm having a kid. God damn it, that's all I care about.
Fair enough.
My kid could identify as a fucking blade of grass,
So
and I'll still be happy.
what's the estimated birth date?
Like March 28th.
March 28th?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mad March baby.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fucking terrible for you, man. March kids suck. I
That
speak
says the March kid.
Yeah.
Brock sucks.
He's gonna ruin your life.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, Sarah, a friend, I think it's a friend of hers, someone she knows. It's either family, friend. I don't fucking know. It's very difficult to remember everything my wife tells me all the time.
But if you listen,
I do, but there's so much. It's just, I have
true.
my memory's shit too. She said someone else that she knows is like birthday's like the 20th of March. Oh, so girl she used to work with, she's due like March 20th.
Who, Amanda chick?
Katie
Oh,
from Lopatine.
I don't know Katie.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's cool.
But yeah, I got
You're
that.
gonna have a kid.
And then let's see other shit that's happening in life. It's hot as fuck in here.
It is hot as fuck in here.
I
apologize for the hotness. I don't have soundproofing.
Yeah. Anyway, I find out this week hopefully this coming week, if I made staff sergeant. So we'll
I'm
see
glad you finished that sentence because
happens.
like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What
So
you're
we'll
talking
see.
Staph infection.
That's what we should have
Staph
got
is
tested
bad.
for at the hospital.
Having had my own scares of all that. Staph
Yeah, so-
infection is
so-
no joke.
Next Friday.
Actually, didn't you have staph infection with your fucking shit? Yeah.
So next Friday apparently is when the results are supposed to be released, but nobody knows because nobody's been actually told. But the thing is like Big Air Force will release promotion results a week before they're actually supposed to be announced, so that unit commanders have time to like plan out when they're going to go to the unit, like the respective elements and stuff, and like be like, "Hey, you got promoted." But 99% of the time, the week before they're actually supposed to be handed out and commanders get them, they're like, "We're not waiting. I'm just happy people are getting promoted," and then they'll go out and do it anyway a week prior. So everybody's estimating next week. So fingers crossed on that. That'd be nice, especially with having a kid now. That's like a $400 or $500 a month pay increase.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I hope you get your pay increase and there's no complications with your baby child. And I just fucking have this feeling that I'm gonna be fucking holding the FaceTime camera while your wife's delivering a baby.
You will not be in the room while my wife's delivering a baby. Nice fucking try.
That's not where I was going with it.
I do not care. That's
I
where
was
I went with it.
trying to go like being a gesture since I would be here in the States.
Yes, and you will
would
be
not be
in the waiting room.
Okay.
You're not gonna be near my wife while she's,
Dude, I
Squirting
don't
out
want
a
to
baby.
fucking see that.
Jessica can be in there. It will be only females unless the doctor is a dude, which in that case I'll give him a fucking freebie.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
You can't be in here, sir. You gotta leave.
Well, and one of the guys I play with on PSN, he's doing his residency or whatever, and he's like, trust me, I ain't even done with school yet. I've seen so many vaginas. It's like, you just get done with it, man. It's like it's just another fucking body part. So, all right, well let's get to the last of the topics and bang through those. And
Entertainment. Why'd you even spin it?
we got two more.
You said the last one.
Last topics. Lols. All right, so entertainment it is. A lot of things have been going on in the entertainment world. Avengers finally crushed fucking Avatar.
Yep.
Thank God. Now the best grossing movie of all time in the history of everything. And will probably never be beaten again except by maybe another Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing else that's going to come close. Like, you got a 22 movie lead up to a big grand finale. Like, it's just unheard of. It's not going to happen. I mean, there'll probably be a lead up again. Like, the next slate of Marvel movies has been announced. Which, I mean, I guess we can run through real fast. So, the Phase 4 movies that have been announced are... So, we got Black Widow coming next year. It's prequel, obviously, because of...
For being dead.
Yep, spoiler alert, which is what we were supposed to say before you said it.
I mean, I haven't seen Avengers since like past what was the fucking one when Thanos came out? That one?
Anywhere?
Yeah, I haven't seen Infinity War or anything past it.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Anyways, the Eternals is coming next after that. Then we've got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which could be interesting. Then we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and then surprisingly, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness. If I was reading, apparently that's going to be Marvel's first horror film. Like, it's actually supposed to be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because Scott Derrickson, the writer director of the first Doctor Strange, like he's a horror dude. He does horror movies. Doctor Strange 1 is not a horror movie.
No,
so
it's strange.
Just yeah, obviously don't. They also announced Disney Plus TV series Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, What If, and Hawkeye, which was a surprise since we didn't know Hawkeye was coming. That'll be fantastic. And then not in Phase 4, but announced nonetheless, is a brand new Blade movie starring Marshala.
I don't know how to say his name.
Marshala Ali. I'm fucking it up.
Hakuna Matata.
I'm fucking it up. Marshala Ali, yeah, Marshala Ali, who will obviously crush that fucking role.
Yeah, he'll be a good Blade.
He's gonna be a fucking fantastic Blade. Like, he plays good guys, he plays bad guys, he plays intimidating as fuck guys. Like, he's fucking good. He's got like 3 Oscars or some shit.
I don't know who we're talking about.
Guy's playing the new Blade.
Yeah, but like, what other movies is he in?
He was in
blah 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 blah.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Luke Cage.
Is it a Luke Cage TV show?
I didn't see Luke Cage. I want to. It is on the list. Of
He's the bad guy, actually, in Luke Cage.
Okay, well, give me another popular thing that this guy
4400.
Hang on.
Nope.
Hang on. Okay.
Show me a picture of the fucking guy.
This dude.
Oh, I don't have a look.
Oh, he was in Alita.
Alita Battle Angel, True Detective, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
No.
Oh, that's right. He's the Prowler.
No.
Moonlight, Kicks, House of Cards.
Nope.
The last 2 Hunger Games films. Alphas. I forgot he was in Alphas. You ever see that?
I did. I
That
love
show
that
was
show. I don't
interesting.
remember him in it though.
He was Nathan Clay in it. Alcatraz. Some Predators.
I haven't seen Predators. I've seen the original ones, like a normal person, but I haven't seen the new ones.
Okay. Crossing Over, Lie to Me, Curious Case of Benjamin Button. You referenced it earlier in the show.
Yes, Benjamin Button.
So he was in that one. He was Tizzy.
I was just meaning that. Never mind. Don't know any of these.
Well, he's a big, baller, intimidating black guy who has amazing.
Why does he have to be baller and black? That's fucked up.
I mean,
super racist.
Yeah,
oh my god, fuck you all.
I gotta be racist.
I mean, it's just a statement of fact.
That you're racist? Yeah.
Oh
no.
my god! You guys are fucking killing me. Okay, so Marvel Phase 4, no sign of Fantastic Four or X-Men. Probably going to be Phase 5.
Which I'm honestly okay with, because I don't want them to rush X-Men. And I could honestly give 2 fucks about Fantastic fuckeries.
Well, I want it to be good, so we have a good Doom.
I just
want a
think
Dr.
they should
Doom.
just not do Fantastic Four and bring Doom in, because Doom is awesome.
I mean, you could.
I mean, there's no reason to bring Fantastic
You could
Four.
do Doom first as like a tragic origin story in which he triumphs over his enemies.
Yes.
Do you think that they'll make a movie for what's her name? X-10, right? Whatever. Logan's
No.
daughter.
No,
Oh, Lyra?
no,
Laura?
I don't.
Because wasn't she actually had like a legit comic series, didn't she?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. She
So-
took over as Wolverine for quite a while.
So you don't think they'll ever make a movie regarding her? Maybe not.
I
soon.
don't say ever, but I'm saying not in the next 5 years for sure.
Really? I mean, just with
Really.
with Logan, obviously.
Well, but it doesn't
Trailing
matter
off a
now.
couple
Like
years
all
ago.
that universe is dead.
Yes, Logan's dead, but his daughter's still alive.
No,
so...
I'm saying the X-Men universe, the movie universe, it's dead. It's starting over.
Yeah, they're
Now
bringing...
that they're properly owned by Disney now.
Yep.
Okay,
That universe
Disney.
is over. The only person who has been legitimately said that's saved is Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. That's the only one moving forward. Which is fine because it's Deadpool. And like he could just be like, oh, time travel, or just like, fuck it, I'm Deadpool.
Yeah.
Like you don't need an explanation. And besides the chick who played X-23 in Logan, she's in the His Dark Materials TV series that's coming out this fall.
I'm super jacked
Which looks
about.
really fucking good.
Dude, I was so excited when the last trailer they put up showed Yurick Bernison, but we still don't know who's voicing him. I'm really hoping it's
gotta be
Sir Ian
fucking
McKellen
somebody
again.
good. Somebody good.
I'm really hoping it's fucking Sir
Like
Ian McKellen.
I don't even care if it's Ian McKellen or not.
It's Sir to you, you fucking peasant.
Fucking well. Speaking of sirs, Sir Patrick Stewart in Picard.
Yes.
That fucking trailer was amazing.
Yeah, it looks good.
I like. For given how long it's been since he's played the character, and they're doing a new series,
And he's
and
old
a bunch
as
of
fuck.
people coming back, and he's old as fuck. The series looks hot as fucking hell.
Yeah.
Sadly, though, not coming out this year, which we thought was going to happen. I guess it's pushed to 2020.
That makes sense. Also, another shitty thing is it's on that terrible TBS only online.
Yeah, we really got the fucking shit end of the stick on that one.
Yeah.
Like, I've said this a lot on this show since CBS All Access has been out. I love fucking Star Trek Discovery. I love what they're doing. Great show. I'm probably gonna love Picard, obviously, because I'm a Trekkie. But having to pay that fucking $8 a month just for those fucking things is fucking stupid.
It totally is.
Because everywhere else, if I went up to Canada, I could get that shit on Netflix. Super dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Super dumb. Somebody buy CBS. Disney.
Yeah, right?
Disney.
I'm surprised Disney hasn't.
Yeah. I'm surprised CBS is still CBS.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't gotten absorbed by, like, fucking Sony or literally anybody else.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. How you winning? You winning over there?
I keep letting out fucking fire every goddamn time.
You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it.
You're legitimately doing it wrong.
I'm spinning.
It's okay. Yeah, but you're doing it wrong.
How the fuck? Fuck you.
Let's see. What else in entertainment?
Titans is coming back.
Titans come back.
They have Bruce Wayne cast for Titans as it's the guy who played Jorah Mormont.
Yep. Which is a good call. In my opinion.
I think he'll make a great Bruce Wayne. I very much doubt they'll have him
In a cape.
in a
And
cape.
cowl.
Also, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Crisis on Infinite Earths on the CW DC universe.
Yeah, we're gonna see Batman as Conroy as Batman for the first time ever.
In live action, at any rate, even though
Yep.
he's played him longer than any other actor in history.
Yep, and it'll be the first TV appearance of Batman in like fucking decades.
You mean live action?
Yeah, live action.
But wouldn't Titans be first?
We see Bruce Wayne. I doubt we'll see Batman.
But do you think we'll see the same thing on Crisis? Do you think we'll see Kevin Conroy in a Batman suit?
I don't think so.
So we'll just see Bruce Wayne.
But
so
they've
we're still
also-
not seeing Batman. Then.
No, but they already said that they're gonna have multiple Batmans. Like, so we might have a Terry McGinnis. If
That's
old
true.
man Batman.
I know, that's why I'm doing it.
You fuck. They're gonna be like, get this fucking Daniel off the show. He's clacking noises in the background.
Facts.
But yeah, I mean, it's so Kevin Conroy is gonna be on Crisis Infinite Earths. There's a rumor going around of fucking Mark Hamill
It'd be amazing.
was gonna play the Joker. We don't know if that's
Stop
real
fucking doing
or
this
not.
shit.
But hopefully, one can hope, because I would actually love to see Mark Hamill.
Yeah, if they had Mark Hamill as the Joker and Kevin Conroy, like, just give me a scene, man.
Oh yeah, I'd be totally.
I would be okay with that. And then a whole series.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That is legitimately all you need.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's funny how the TV shows have done a better job of portraying the DC, characters than $1 billion fucking budget movies.
Yeah.
It's terrible, so terrible. And the fact that Aquaman is now like their highest grossing fucking movie.
I mean, nobody would have ever fucking predicted it in 1,000 years.
No, yeah.
Nobody would ever predict that Aquaman was fucking amazing.
Aquaman was the joke character.
Casting Jason Momoa, obviously a really strong foot forward, but the fact that his fucking solo movie is so fucking amazing, like,
Yeah.
who the fuck saw that coming? Nobody. Not even the box office.
No.
The box office was like, ah, shit. You got all this money? It's going to Aquaman? Okay. This is what's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
I do not watch as many nerdy shows as y'all.
Oh, that's okay. Well, what are you watching, Daniel?
We're watching Lucifer a lot recently on
Lucifer's
Netflix.
good.
He's caught up. I'm behind.
So Sarah and I just started season 4 yesterday.
Yeah, I'm behind. I haven't finished season 2.
And they're releasing a new season, which was originally going to have like 12 episodes, and everybody lost their shit, and they were like, "What the fuck?" And then the producers were like, "Fine, 16 episodes." And now it's going to be 16 episodes. But I watched an interview, and apparently, like the guy that plays Lucifer said that season 4 was like the best season out of all of them by far. So Sarah and I are pretty excited to do season 4.
It's really good.
Yeah, and then they're doing one more season.
Oh, yeah, season 5. Well, originally, so the show kind of crapped out because I originally didn't want to. I wanted to watch it, and then I found out that it got canceled, so I didn't want to watch it because I was like, "Well, it's just be a cliffhanger. I'm not going to know what the fuck's going on." And then, because originally I think it was on like TBS or US or some shit
Fox.
like that. Yeah, Fox, something like that. And then Fox canceled it, and then Netflix was like, "Nope," and they picked it up.
Yeah.
And now Netflix is technically ending it or canceling it again, so people are pissed about that.
I think it's just probably they've run their course, you know.
Yeah.
We did that. Just found out that they are going to be doing another season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes. 99?
9-9!
I hate fucking Sandberg.
So
Can't stand him.
excited for
Refuse to
that.
watch that show.
It's such a good show, though.
I don't care if there's like a fan edit where they totally just delete out Sandberg. I'll fucking watch that show.
I don't think that's possible.
Well, then I'm not gonna watch that show.
Okay, that's fine. Then you're depriving yourself of the
No, I'm
greatness of Andrew Bauer doing comedy.
Nah.
Yep.
Adam Sandberg ruins it.
You know, I had mixed feelings about Adam Sandberg, but he's a lot straighter than all of his other Sandberg roles.
Are you both saying Adam Sandberg because it's Andy?
Whatever. I don't care. That's how much I hate him.
Yeah.
Adam, Andy, whatever.
Sandberg.
He's a piece of shit. I really just dislike him. I cannot fucking stand him.
It shows.
Yeah, it does. I started watching Overlord, which is great. I'm almost done with the 3rd season.
Oh, the anime?
I'm gonna be very sad because apparently I have to wait.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a while.
God
I've been waiting
damn
like a year already.
Animes.
No, I got into like episode 5 and got bored with it.
That's what she said. I don't know how.
I'm watching a lot of animes right now, though.
Yeah, what are you watching? What are you watching,
I'm
Daniel?
gonna log into Crunchyroll real quick and just pull up my...
Oh, you got a Crunchyroll account?
Yeah, I've been paying for Crunchyroll for like 3 years.
Boy.
So,
Crunchyroll's fucking good.
I'm caught up with One Piece. I don't know if y'all are. If you aren't,
One Piece.
you have a fuck ton of episodes to get through.
Yeah.
Black Clover.
Heard that was good.
Very excited for the next season of My Hero Academia if they ever decide to fucking release it. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Really good. Highly recommend it. Waiting on the next season. Demon Slayer. Kimetsu no Yaiba. I guess that is the translation. But anyway, Demon Slayer is a brilliant fucking show. It is like really beautifully done. I highly recommend that. There's another like Slayer series called Goblin Slayer. That shit is fucked up. All the way. Really good, but man, the first episode got me fucked up for like 2 days. I didn't watch it for like 2 days afterwards because I was like, man, is this what it's going to be like? Just raping goblins. Rising of the Shield Hero was like really big. Crunchyroll was like throwing that shit out all fucking year because it was so good. I'm caught up with Attack on Titan. I didn't really want to go back to it, but I was like, let's give it a whirl. And as I actually sat and watched it and analyzed it, it's actually really good.
Really? Because I begrudgingly watched that show because Jessica likes it.
So I was told that the second season was trash. It was really boring, but the second season was like really informative. And then the third season was good.
The second season.
Well then fine, I'll keep going. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord.
I like that one.
That's a good one. I'm waiting. I don't know if they're going out with any more episodes or if just the last episode they had on Crunchyroll was it. And then I started watching Dr. Stone, which just came out a couple weeks ago.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a Crunchyroll anime.
Okay.
And it pretty much like the world gets hit with this weapon or something or whatever, and everybody, like every human and like sparrow in the world turns to stone.
super specific.
Just humans and sparrows.
Yeah, like humans and like sparrows or fledglings or whatever. Like these one type of bird turns into fucking stone.
Weird.
And then 3,700 years passes.
Jesus.
And
Okay.
like
Everybody wakes up again.
well, no, one wakes up who's like it's follows these like high school kids, and one of them's like a chemistry student, but he's like fucking crazy into science. And he wakes up and then goes through and figures out like how to undo the petrification, and then it goes through like him trying to like get his friend and all this shit, and they're like trying to create, but it like goes through on like scientific detail, like this is how you make this. If you take fucking nitrate acid and nitric acid
cool.
and fucking alcohol, you can make this combination to undo the petrification process. And then like he goes into the saying that he wants to make gunpowder. So like, he's like, gunpowder, we use sulfur, then we use this powder that we got from crushing up seashells, and then do this and we can make gunpowder. And then there's like a segment in the show where it stops. It's like, these are actually the real ingredients on how to make explosives. Do not do this at home.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
So like the show's really cool. They're on episode 6 right now. And then whenever I'm bored, I'm just slowly watching Bleach and Fairy Tail. Because Fairy Tail's releasing the last season like this year or next year or some shit.
Yeah, I stopped watching Fairy Tail about the 6th season, and that was simply like, I fucking I don't mind subtitled animes, but I get tired of them. I just get tired of fucking reading.
Yeah, my wife gets mad because like if she watches TV, like she's really big into fucking Gilmore Girls. Which I come home from work sometimes. I come home and I watch it sometimes, and I'm like,
it's good.
So this shit's funny. Like Miss Kim, like the Kim family.
Mm-hmm. They're great.
Miss Kim is fucking hilarious. She is probably my favorite character. She's awesome. But Sarah watches it with subtitles. Her whole family, they watch TV with subtitles. And I'm like, why the fuck are you watching this with subtitles? Like, do you know how annoying this is? She's like, well, you watch anime with subtitles. I was like, it's in a different fucking language. I have to watch it with subtitles. She's like, well, it's no different than this. She's like, this, you know the language. I was like, exactly. I don't need to fucking read it.
Yeah, that would annoy the.
Oh my god!
I hate watching stuff with subtitles unless like I'm doing something where my attention is divided and I want the subtitles there.
I only
like
do
if I'm in a
subtitles.
loud environment or if like I'm on the road or something.
Nope, I only do them if I'm watching like an anime or something in a different language, or certain video games. I'll put subtitles on just for like the dialogue, because a lot of times like that shit gets really quiet and it's hard to hear.
Well, I mean,
or you might miss something important.
Yeah, I usually don't play video games with sound for some reason. I don't know why.
I need all the sound.
So I'm trying to find. Okay, here we go. So,
what now?
Warner Media Group, which is now the new name, who's owned by AT&T, announced HBO Max. And HBO Max is going to be the Disney Plus competitor from Warner Media. And it is going to include all content from HBO, TNT, TBS, True TV, Adult Swim, Boomerang, CNN, Cartoon Network, The CW, Crunchyroll, DC Entertainment, Looney Tunes, New Line Cinema, Rooster Teeth, Turner Classic Movies, and all Warner Brothers.
That sounds great. I don't care about that because I completely forgot to mention. So another anime that I was really big into, I've been waiting like a year and a half for season 2 to come out, is Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
Is that good? I thought
it's
about
fucking great.
Is it
pretty
funny?
fucking hilarious.
It's fucking funny as
I
shit.
wanted to watch that.
And,
I've passed over it a couple
season
times.
2 just came out like a week ago.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
They're on episode 5.
But on Crunchyroll.
Yeah. That
Yes.
means I'll probably.
You can have a Crunchyroll account and not pay for it. You just have to do it with ads, which is obnoxious.
I didn't know that.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I mean, I usually just watch everything on Hulu.
But I'm saying though, Daniel,
I will let you.
that like how much are you paying for Crunchyroll?
Like $8-10.
Cool. So you can get all of that on HBO Max. You can have Crunchyroll on HBO Max.
That's great. I wasn't paying attention to everything you said because I was too happy that the second season was out. I heard HBO, Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth.
That's it. I had a long ass list here.
Please don't say it again. Maybe I'll actually go back and listen to one of your podcasts. And
You'll
figure
have to
out
listen to this because you'll have to hear about how fucking horrible
of a person
and all,
I am.
and all the things you've said. So fucking. Anyways,
I tried watching Boruto. I got like to episode 50 and just could not do it because
It's-
I watched all of the Naruto series,
Me
like
too.
Shippuden and everything, and I was like, all right,
Shippuden.
we ended this Shippuden. We ended like they ended the Naruto series like,
terribly.
yes, but also like kind of good at the same time.
It was.
Boruto is ass.
I mean, there's some really good fucking fight scenes.
There
in
are, but
like
for the most
really
part-
fucking amazingly animated, like the choreography or whatever that they use, like it's really really well done. But there is some fucking just moments in Boruto.
Konosuba is another anime I watched. They're supposed to come out with another season. What I really want, I've been waiting fucking forever, and you guys and whoever's listening can fucking call me a goddamn
My
what is it
Little
called?
Ponies?
No, what is it fucking called? Weeaboo, whatever the fuck they're called. Like,
Weeb.
yeah.
You fucking.
I
So-
don't even know what that means.
Another anime that like I was really big into, and it took me a bit to watch it because I was like really kind of weary on it. Is RE0
Oh,
Life in
yeah.
Another World? Been waiting fucking forever for the next season to come out, and I think because like how they ended the season, like the last one, was just like the biggest cliffhanger in the world. It's like what the hell? I need more info, and then they didn't do it. Another one like Tokyo Ghoul. So I watched the first Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
And I was gonna watch RE, but it completely deviates from the entire original story. So I didn't even bother doing it. I wanted to actually read the manga before I actually watched the show, but the manga doesn't make any sense to me. Because every time I go to Barnes and Noble, they don't have everything in order.
Well, I'm gonna do some word thing because I didn't know what a fucking weeb was.
A weeaboo?
A weeb is a derisive term for a non-Japanese person who is so obsessed with Japanese culture that they wish they were actually Japanese. Wish you were actually Japanese.
No, I just want to live in Japan. Which I get stationed there. I just want to go experience the culture.
Mm.
The historical aspect and culture of Japan just fascinates the absolute fuck out of me.
It's very interesting, that's for sure.
And the food that they have there is, oh my god. Sarah got
Gotta get
me
used to sushi
for
Ow!
my birthday.
Fucking
Sarah got me fucking
okay.
Japan crate.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah, so I'm getting Japan. It's like
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have like 3 right now. What do you mean you're welcome?
You're welcome.
For what? You didn't do shit.
Don't worry about it.
She fucking got me the Japan crate forever ago. Then we
Uh-huh.
stopped because I deployed, and obviously, you know. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't we have another topic or some shit we gotta get to?
Yeah, we got technology is the last topic.
I don't.
I don't fucking know what else to talk
I
about.
don't know
with technology.
jack shit about technology.
I mean, we talked about Switch. The fucking Apple credit card is out in like 2 weeks. I watched a video thing on it.
Apple credit card. What is that?
Yeah.
Just sync to your Apple Wallet,
Yes.
which you might as well, which is synced to your bank card. So
No,
really?
it's its own credit card. Its own
Mm.
credit card made out of
Mm.
titanium, and there's no numbers on it. So if it gets stolen, nobody can do anything with it, and it can only be activated with Face ID. So it's more secure than other credit cards, which
That's weird.
seems cool. And then I guess Samsung just came out with 2 new phones. I had some people on Discord talking about it. I haven't fucking read anything about it at all whatsoever.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about them.
All I know is that they've got like we all got fucking iPhone 10s right now, and we've got like a face notch. They have a dot, but it's like out in space, so like the screen wraps around at the top of the dot.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess it makes sense until they can fucking bury that shit behind the screen.
I'm just kind of going through like some articles about tech shit.
Oh.
Apparently, there was speculation that the Galaxy Note 10 was going to have a stainless steel frame. Apparently, it doesn't. There is an AI pioneer that is accused of having sex with trafficking victim.
Yeah, that's what the thing looks like. So it's got the dot in the top rather than a notch. Which-
that's the screen like I'm looking at?
What?
Is that like, so this is like the front screen, the front facing screen?
Yeah.
Like oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
I mean, I don't know. What the fuck is better, a dot or a notch? They both suck in their own right.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well,
I mean, I'm used to a notch now because I've had one for 2 years. But
to move forward, because this might be really cool for us.
go for it. What do you mean for us?
So I don't know if you've ever. My hand's on my dick, and your hand was on my hand on my dick. Stop
That's
it.
fucking
I
weird.
thought we were having a moment. We're not having a moment.
So obviously, like Discord's used quite frequently between your podcasts and talking to people and shit like that. So
yeah, they're bitching at me right now.
I'm on The Verge.
Yeah,
the
I like The
website.
Verge. It's
So
great.
Discord will soon offer game streaming.
I heard about that, but it's
Which
only
is-
to like
it's gonna be
16 people, 10 people.
It
Something like
says
that.
it's going to be different than Twitch. It's going to be called Go Live, and you'll be able to stream yourself playing a game with up to 10 friends.
Oh, why?
And it's going to go live. Oh.
Go Live's going live? Oh, shit.
So it's going to go live for desktop on August
Okay.
15th. So I don't know how you would translate that for your Xbox, your PlayStation. I don't know if you'd be able to
I don't think it would.
fuck with that.
I think you'd have to be playing some PC games and shit. Because
Which I
Discord
do.
has a PC game store. Everybody
Yeah.
forgets that. That's one of the ways how they get their revenue.
I play PC.
You buy games from the Discord store?
I buy games from Steam.
Well, there you go.
But I predominantly play like Siege. I'll play
Mhm.
Siege or I play Escape
Now, there's a
from
game that needs fucking cross save. Siege.
Fucking facts. If
'Cause
Siege had cross save,
I would fucking play the shit out of Siege with you.
If Siege had cross save, I would definitely get it on PlayStation. I actually almost got it on PlayStation the other day.
You should, dude.
Yeah, but like the controls are so different from PC. Like PC,
You'll get used to it.
like I'm not one of those people. It's like PC Master Race, but like playing a game on PC. And
You're
then
a little PC master race.
But no, like-
you're a little PC master
bro.
race.
I just gotta fuck off. Like,
This is coming from the guy who won't buy anything unless it's Apple branded.
yeah,
It's true.
fucking
Fucking
cocksucker.
Jesus.
So like
Sucking that
switching,
apple cock.
like using a PC. No, you're sucking the Apple stem. Using a PC, going from PC to a console. Obviously, it's super different because you're switching from a keyboard and mouse to a fucking controller,
Yeah.
and then also like just the controls and the the sensitivity and all that stuff. is
Yeah,
very
because the
different.
mouse. I get it.
And that's my thing. Like, I don't like. That's my fear on switching to PlayStation. Is like, I'm gonna have another fucking learning curve. Like, obviously, I know how the game mechanics and shit works. I know all the fucking maps, but learning to redo everything again, I feel like is gonna be a bit of a learning curve. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So, like, apparently, with Go Live, it says that there won't be webcam support,
Okay.
and it's only limited to 10 viewers. So if
Yeah.
like we would stream, only 10 people could watch, which is
That's weird.
like
I don't understand the
which is
purpose
like-
of that.
double your Discord fans. So
yeah, it is.
Guess what? You two bitches are one of them.
I can leave. Discord. Let's see. Discord core
Just give me a
users
chair.
run. Discord's core users run Windows, but Mac and Linux users can watch from a browser.
Gay.
Because nobody likes Mac.
Statistically not true.
I don't think I've ever
Statistically, I
met
don't give a
anybody.
Statistically, you can shove those statistics
use
up your
a
ass.
You can shove that Mac up your ass.
Discord eventually
No.
plans to bring out mobile versions for spectators as well. With the addition of Go Live, Discord appears to be positioning itself as the place for gamers to hang out, which is pretty much what it already fucking is. I use
Yeah,
Discord.
it doesn't.
I use
It
Discord
doesn't need
to
streaming.
yeah. I use Discord to fucking communicate through PC.
Hmm.
Because Escape from Tarkov doesn't have in-game chat, so you have to use Discord.
Okay.
But like Rainbow Siege has in-game chat, which is kind of a
Yeah.
it's a hit or a miss, really. Like you can use in-game chat, but you might have some like asshole.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But my buddy and I always use in-game chat, so.
Any more tech thingies? Gonna see if I can find some fucking tech stuff.
I mean, we already talked about Bungie's cross save.
Yep. AT&T has started rolling out. I actually have it already. A thing where spam calls come up, and they actually come up as spam. Like it says "spam at risk call" on your phones, which is pretty nice. So that's cool. All fucking companies should do that if they're not doing it already.
Well, you can always go on that, go on the do not call list, which is total bullshit, by the way.
Yep.
Totally doesn't work.
It looks like. Oh, going back to Discord. So with the new Samsung Note 10, apparently Discord will be integrated into Samsung's game launcher, allowing users to chat with their established Discord communities while gaming on the go.
Okay.
So it seems like all the like upcoming Samsung phones are going to have Discord like preloaded into them almost.
Makes sense because they've been trying to push the gaming aspect of them with like Fortnite. Because remember that weird thing where it's like Play Fortnite first on your Samsung Galaxy, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I mean PUBG Mobile is also pretty big too.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
I played PUBG Mobile for like a month or two, and I thought the game was gonna be hard as shit.
Mm.
And I was just mowing people down. I'm like, why isn't this more difficult? Like I thought it was going to be. Like I don't know if it's just because of how the map was, or if it's just because people playing mobile. But like PUBG Mobile was really easy for me, and I'm not being cocky about that because like I suck at the battle royale games.
Yeah.
Like I was thoroughly surprised because like I played Black Ops 4, and I don't play Blackout because every fucking time I land, I die immediately. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite, I played the shit out of Fortnite for like a year, and then I switched to playing PUBG Mobile, and you know, obviously you have like the other like so like I also have a Battlefield 5, which has a battle royale mode, which has a lot of potential for it. I just think there's just a lot going on because Battlefield obviously is always aimed to be the most like realistic game. Battlefield has fucking everything in it. So for them to throw a battle royale mode, I think they were just trying to stay with the times.
Everybody is because everybody's putting battle royale mode.
And it,
I think there's even one in the new Modern Warfare, but it's different because they don't have a map. Or
Dude,
something.
I'm stoked for the new Modern Warfare. Like
I'm actually super mixed feelings about
I am actually.
I love that fucking game.
This is the first time I've been excited for a Call of Duty game since World War II. And people can sit there and shit. Like I have friends that like shit on World War II because they're like, I'm like, dude, the campaign was fucking great. They're like, well, no, the campaign sucked ass. Well, why did it suck ass? Well, they didn't have, you know, there was like no realism aspect to it. I was like, what the fuck you mean? They're like, well, when it was like war at war, you know, they actually had like videos in the game of like World War One fucking videos and shit that were like integrated into the game. They don't have that in World War II. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Okay, the story mode, like the campaign for Call of Duty World War II was like up there with like the Modern Warfare 2, 3, like that era. Like it was, well, I'm not saying like Modern Warfare 2 obviously had the best fucking campaign ever. Like hands down. But personal belief, I would be like Modern Warfare 2 and then Modern Warfare 3. That's only because Soap dies. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But I feel like everybody fucking knows that Soap dies.
It's true. Everybody does know.
So like that shit.
But
sucked.
he's alive again
Yeah.
because they're doing it again.
But World War II was a great game. I didn't think the multiplayer was too trashy. Honestly, the multiplayer wasn't as toxic as other multiplayers I've had. Black Ops 4's multiplayer can go fuck off sideways. That thing is ridiculous. I don't understand. I was just playing it last night actually.
Yeah.
Because fucking Tim was too tired to fucking do anything. So I was like, well, I don't know what to do. So I played Black Ops. I played Black Ops 4 for a bit, and like every fucking time I'd spawn, it's like someone was killing me. I'm like, come on, man. Or like there was a dude I tried to kill. It's still the same thing. You sit there, hit marker, hit marker, hit marker. Then you die, and then like you look at his health, and it goes like 200, 140, 120, and you're still hitting him 120, 120, 120, 40, 180. I'm like, really? Because you can heal in Black Ops 4, which is a nice touch, but like when you're sitting there seeing them not heal, it kind of sucks. And then I played Rocket League, and well, I didn't do too well. So hopefully later today.
Last technology topic here, since we're obviously we're all fucking cooked fishes here. So me and Brock reported on the last Forking Your podcast that Huawei's got their shit kicked in.
Huawei.
Huawei. Whatever. The Chinese fucking guys who make all the phones and all the things got their shit kicked in because they could no longer put Android on any of their stuff because of stuff that happened with tariffs and an order from Trump and all of that stuff. So they've just announced that their new operating system called Harmony OS, which I guess is launching in their smart TVs, and it's designed to be, I guess it's supposedly. Are you fucking dying over there? He's dying. He couldn't make it through the show. He's dead.
Looks like he's gonna
Dude,
puke.
you okay, man?
We're good.
Jesus fucking Christ! Your chin was going purple.
Man,
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Something happened with my throat, but you know that's not.
Did it just stop working?
I think so.
Jesus. So apparently this Harmony OS is supposed to be designed similarly to, I guess, I guess there were some OS attempts by Android to make it an OS that was scalable from like a fucking microwave all the way up to like a full computer. And I guess this OS is supposed to be like that too. It's running on TVs, speakers, smartphones, computers.
So what you're telling me is I can make a hot pocket in my computer?
Sure. They have those USB Hot Pocket heaters. Those are things. You look shocked, but they're real. They've had them for fucking over a decade, for sure.
Yeah.
So basically, new operating system. Don't know details about its code or what the fuck it's actually based on. But Huawei has said that it's going to be open source, because obviously they've got to win developers over to make shit for it because nobody's making anything for it.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a real fucking hard uphill battle. You know, given the fact that Palm died, BlackBerry died, Windows Mobile died, you know, and it's just down to the two juggernauts of iOS and Android.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like they have a fucking uphill battle with that. They do have a large hardware install base, so maybe that's something that they can leverage against and maybe force people to update to the new OS or something. I don't know. But I suppose the thing for the people who have Huawei phones is, I mean, it seems really fucking fast turnaround from like they no longer have Android to we have a fully functioning operating system that runs on everything.
Yeah.
Like, China's great at a lot of stuff, and I'm sure they threw money and manpower at like nobody's business. But I don't know if that's gonna be functional.
Yeah, that seems really...
Like, it's a little too fast.
Yeah.
They claim they'd have been developing it for a while, but it's like...
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like this is going to be one of those things where it might be scandalous yet again, where like maybe somebody's going to pull apart the code and be like, oh, this is fucking based on like
Android?
PlayStation Portable operating system or some fucking thing that's already existed that they've just stolen.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, since numbers wise they're in the top 10.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. That's it for technology, and that's it for this show. So, Daniel,
What?
this was your podcast cherry.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
I got a fucking piss again.
Jesus.
I know.
Okay. Well, is there anything you want to pimp? Do you want to pimp?
Pimp.
Yeah, you got a SoundCloud to pimp or something?
Pimp.
Do you have a SoundCloud?
I have a SoundCloud.
You want to pimp it?
No. Fuck no. Jesus. I will pimp my SoundCloud another day when my album's finally finished.
Okay.
I'm actually trying to do a remix right now, and then, once my band actually starts to fucking do shit, then we can obviously maybe pimp that. But I don't think anybody really lives out here to be able to go see us play.
Huh. Well, fair enough. I guess that brings us to the end of another fantastic episode of the Fucking Hero Podcast. It's good to be back, sweating my balls off, recording this show for you. I, of course, am author, podcaster, and gamer, Tim K. Trotter. You can find my book, The Citadel Arrival, available right now on Amazon Kindle and iTunes iBooks for only $2.99. Buy a book, support this show. The only way of supporting the show, other than the fact that I fucking work and spend money on this show.
You get a Patreon.
I should fucking probably get a fucking Patreon. It's probably about time.
I've said that multiple times.
You have.
Like, or get a GoFundMe.
Don't get a GoFundMe. Don't be that guy.
That sounds terrible.
You get a Patreon.
Just something, man. Jesus.
At least cover the costs for the fucking show. Yeah, y'all know where to find me, and of course, check out our website that's still totally broken because I haven't done shit with it because we moved. At www.dynamicworksproductions.com. And of course, you can find links to our Discord at the Fork in Your Podcast at GetForkPod, and find me at Tim_T on Twitter. And there's probably Facebook stuff, but I haven't done shit with that in months because I was rebuilding the website. And that was going well, but then we moved. So, all things in due time. Without any further ado, I'm out.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys are fucking terrible.
Bye.
Bye. That's some awesome overnight. That was fucking great.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast. You can find our podcast at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Feel free to email us at dynamicworks@mac.com.
This is Dominic Armato, the voice of Guybrush Threepwood, and you're listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast.
The Citadel, AWHILE, is the first installment in a series of epic science fiction short stories reminiscent of the Pulp Fiction style. It's a fast-paced story that will take you through twists and turns that you will not expect, until they are thrust upon you with all the force, excitement, and chaos of a plasma cannon blast. The story follows Katarl, a nobody cog in the working wheels of a futuristic society run completely by Megacorp, a corporation that carefully runs and manages the lives of the people living under its sphere of power. On one of Katarl's few and far between days off from work, an outing he had hoped would be fun and relaxing turns into an explosive adventure that drags him kicking and screaming into situations and challenges that will make him question every aspect of his life. Watch this colorful tapestry unfurl as Katarl and his newfound allies find their way through this classic, yet oddly surprising tale of good and evil, where nothing is quite what it appears to be. That's The Citadel, AWHILE, by author Tim K.A. Trotter, available right now on Amazon Kindle Store and iTunes iBookstore for only $2.99. We'll find out shortly.
All the game.
Okay, so this is a test with the thing in the room. That is not fucking centered at all.
No. How loud are we supposed to be with this? How loud can we get with this?
I don't know.
Hey!
It's gonna be a fantastic outtake. They don't take anything out. People are gonna hear that. I just want you to know that. Deep in your soul. He just came out of the room like he's dead in the hole. He's like
The confusion.
yeah, he's so confused. Okay.
Okay, so all the gain and all the reverb is just...
Well, it's not the reverb.
You're recording again. Why are you recording again? Do you record everything?
Yeah, I told you this.
Jesus, we're not... I thought... Isn't Brock gonna be on this one or no?
Yeah, he will. Let me know when it's ready. So, okay, so this is... There's one fan on. I hope
That
the
represents
mic...
how many fans you actually have.
One fan? What are
Like,
you talking about that?
no, yeah, I'm talking about this. Nobody loves you.
Get out of here! Fucking guy. So hopefully... I don't know how bad the echo is going to be since I don't have soundproofing anymore. That's going to be great. I can probably fix that in post. I'll find out in post.
You live around like a lot of Asians. I'm sure there's like a few sumo wrestlers that we can just have stand against the wall to just bounce the sound off of.
They're not Japanese.
I said Asian.
Yeah, that's...
Japanese are Asian.
Yeah, but to be a sumo
I'm sure we
wrestler,
can find
you
one
gotta
or
find a
two
Japanese.
freaking Japanese people around here.
This is terrible.
Well, how comes every time you hit record, it sounds like a fucking... Someone just
Count in.
smacked a damn
It's a
ball.
count in. Okay, so try this
Fuck your counting.
again. There are no fans on.
Figure out what it was
The
called.
refrigerator is off. Because technically this door's open. This door doesn't need to be open.
I think it's called Bonds. Probably gonna pop up with Bonds. It's gonna be like, oh, do you want to invest in StarCraft? No, I don't, motherfucker.
I don't even know where the game's at right now. Game's at
I don't know. 5.
it's either all the way up or all the way down.
That's not reassuring at all.
It's probably there's not. It's not like there's not. Yeah.
And then, like, rather than just like going up against like 3 other people and like building shit and then going to the center and fucking each
Yeah.
other up. No, the thing where like you
Yeah.
would start and you'd be like a Zergling, and then there would be like the Protosses.
Oh, and then you gotta get like different units, and you only get a handful of units.
Yeah, so like you might have
Those
like
are called
3 lives.
missions.
No, not missions. Someone will like go into like the map editor and they'll make a map and they'll post it online, and then you
Yeah.
hop up and you're a Zergling, and then the first thing will be like bunch of Protoss, but like the blue ones that explode and shit, and then you have to like get your Zergling through that section of the map, and then it's like a big ass obstacle course. I forget what they were called. I thought they were called like Bonds or Fails.
I don't know why you would call them Mother Fails. That's the dumbest thing ever.
You're telling me?
Okay, quarter gain. Mike is significantly closer. Let's try this. Fucking figure it out.
No, I don't know what the fuck it's called. That's a co-op. That's not what I want. Bonds, Fails. StarCraft. Just a Protoss and a Zergling just fruit fucking each other.
Okay.
Is the metronome really necessary?
It's not. It's a count-in.
Is the counting really necessary?
Absolutely. It helps so much. So what about fruit fucking?
No throat fucking. I'm just.
No, not throat fucking. You said fruit fucking.
I said throat. There was no fruit.
no.
involved.
You said fruit fucking.
This ain't American pie. We don't fuck fruits. Or pies made of the fruits.
I've always wondered though.
About what?
But you know. Fruit pie.
If you want to, bruh, no, do not fuck any pies. Don't do that to pie at all. Stop fucking pies.
Okay. Gain at 50. Microphone's reasonably close. There's gonna be an echo, and that's gonna sound like just turds coming out of your ass.
No, that's what it sounds like when they come out of your ass.
No. Okay. You don't get that lovely noise.
The feedback is horrendous, man. Like, you don't even need the count in. Just mute the fucking thing.
You want to do
Do
this
you-
in here?
You ever play
Yeah.
StarCraft?
Yes.
Okay, the original StarCraft on computer.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember the damn obstacle courses where like you were a Zergling, you had to like get through the exploding Protoss and eventually you get to the end?
Yeah.
What were they called? Were they called like Bells or Bonds or
I don't even think they have names, man.
the people? They didn't have a name through Blizzard, but like the fandom like named them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And when you'd go online to like look up the room or the server you were hopping on or the game you were hopping in, it said like freaking XX Pussy Magnet XX69's Zergling Bond or some shit like that.
Yeah. I honestly don't know.
Great, awesome. We're never gonna figure it out because the internet
Yeah.
doesn't. Who's happy birthday? Happy birthday?
Show.
Oh, well, happy birthday show.
Be loud drink noises.
I mean, I just made what I would assume to be, well, according to you, anal noises. I mean,
you did.
anal
You did
noises.
make anal noises. Dude, I brought the fucking table over.
There's an entire desk there.
Fucking table.
Yeah. I want to put my drink next to your laptop so it can spill and kill it.
I'm down. I mean, you haven't done a podcast in like a month, so I mean, what's another?
It's like
forever?
2 months actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
no,
another
no.
forever?
It's like 2.
What the hell? Is this a Quentin Tarantino movie? Is that what we're watching?
It's an adventure game.
It starts with feet. Every Quentin
Dead
Tarantino movie
fucking
starts with feet.
Is that true? I've never noticed.
Watch any Quentin Tarantino movie. There are like a significant amount of foot shots,
Or they talk about feet a lot.
or they talk about feet a lot. Kill
Yeah.
Bill, lots of feet shots. What's that other one? Death Car or some shit like that?
Death
No, it's about the car that kills people.
Fucking Pulp Fiction. Guy gets fucking thrown down an elevator shaft because of a foot massage.
Yeah, just all feet. You rusty after not doing it for a
A
while?
little bit. Well, I don't usually record like this. I usually
Like
record,
what? With a microphone?
I don't have a microphone, but I don't usually record live.
Strapping
like this.
young men live.
Yeah. We're live.
Usually we're recording on Skype,
Yeah.
and I have a program that records each audio feed, and then I edit the audio after the fact. I haven't recorded live in fucking.
I mean, that does actually sound like animal noises. So.
That wasn't the noises I was making. The noise I was making earlier was like...
Sloppy.
That was the noise I was making earlier.
That's more like licking butt noises.
Oh. That's a wet butt.
Yeah, super wet.
That is mud butt. You're licking mud butt. That is not okay.
I don't know. Flavor.
You stop.
Spice of life.
You stop it right now. Just a little pinch of salt and make this make this a great fucking meal.
Finger licking good.
Oh dear God. What are these?
I mean, it's recording, so.
What are these? Oh, they're dingleberries. Oh, you have fruit down here?
Fucking get over there.
I
Did
don't
that just
know.
change when I was fucking something?
Who is that?
It's been
Is that
changing.
supposed to be you? Because I've never seen you with a beard. It's Brock, isn't it?
That's totally me.
Yeah, 100%. The orange skin. Yeah, the pink
beard, right? Lady beard.
Where did you get the idea of forking your ear? Who the fuck would do that? Why would you stick a fork in your ear?
It was actually it was an idea that came about because I stabbed a fork into it like a speaker.
Oh.
And
Just cause.
there we go.
I'm gonna create a
And
competitive.
so it's just like fork in your ear.
Oh. I'm gonna create a podcast that competes your podcast called Spoon in Your Taint.
Spoon my taint.
Okay.
And it's gonna start every podcast with "Welcome back to Spooning Your Taint." I have so many viewers. Notice how I said viewers.
Viewers, yeah. Tim was saying you and Sarah got the D&D beginners kit or whatever. You guys had a chance to play yet?
No, so I was like, let's get this. She's like, okay, and then we got it, and then I told Tim, and he's like, you can't play with two people. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you can't do that. It's gonna be like one of you is gonna be the DM, and the other one's just gonna be a player, and it's gonna be really awkward because like
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do two people.
I was like, well, fuck, man. I was like, we just want a game to like play together, like, because like every time we get a new game, we always have friends over that we play the game. We're like, we go to someone's house, we play the game. Like, we never actually like have a game specifically for both of us. So this shit sucks.
Get some Pokemon, like the Switch version. That's
Oh,
coming
we
out.
have Let's Go Pikachu. I don't know if I want to get Sword or Shield. They took out like all the important characters, and now they're coming up with like more stupid Pokemon.
You see the new Weezing?
Yes,
So, like, it's
he got a fucking top hat. He looks like the
Yes.
Monopoly guy.
I was like, that's awesome. I think that's great.
Did you read his bio?
No.
It says like, so the Weezing in that I guess region, he, rather than pushing out toxic air, he eats toxic air and shoots out clean air out of his top hat.
Well, that's dumb.
Isn't that the dumbest shit? Like,
That's
from like
stupid.
Kanto and Johto region, they had like some pretty legit or really dark bios
Yeah.
for the Pokemon, and then as they continued through, they're like, oh, we gotta make this more kid friendly. And
Sun and Moon had some really dark ones, especially for the ghost type, like Drifloon. It's like,
Yeah.
if a kid unfortunately grabs this, it's gonna float away and get eaten. I'm like, that's awesome.
they just have declined.
Sweet. Well, I think we're ready. So please silence your phones. And so
My
since
phone's always on silent.
since you've never been on Fork before, and apparently never listened to a goddamn episode, fucking guy.
I listened to some, and then I looked into your weird Pathfinder shit because I was trying to figure out why the fuck the Discord consistently had dice rolls in like the general talkie talk section.
Yeah.
Not you
Yeah.
just make a different fucking section called
Yeah.
dice rolls
Yeah.
or
Well,
something.
I'm not good at setting up Discords.
Fucking with our stuff.
As listener and friend of the show, Date Fu, would tell me often. So cool. So the only two rules we have on the show is we don't talk about politics or religion. I don't know if you knew that. That's the rule. Because it's general podcasting etiquette. Because whenever you bring up those, it always incites fucking arguments. Especially in 2019. Whenever.
Okay.
You cool with that? You cool with that?
I don't really talk politics
Sweet.
or religion unless people ask.
Fair enough. So the way we normally do the show is we've got 4 categories of topics. We've got life stories, where we talk about life stories, in which case all of us have a fuck ton of life stories recently. We've been painting the grass, fucking moved in together, got the house. You get the fucking kid on the way.
That one time that we all had a threesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Was I conscious for this? What did you do to me?
You were partially conscious. Remember last time you went to the dentist and they had to like put you under? You were put under. Barack and I.
They fucking used the bone stretcher on me.
Yeah, the bone stretcher.
Jesus
It's called a penis pump.
Terrible.
Got him.
Okay. We have entertainment, obviously, talk about books, TV shows, movies, all that stuff, what we're watching, what we're interested in, all that stuff. Then, of course, we have video games, of which we have a lot to talk about. We've been playing a lot of video games, all of us. We can talk about our astronaut excursions. We can talk about the games we've been playing.
Yeah, but I feel
And
like
also-
with
lean back.
the you can make it lean back.
I mean, I could.
With the
Fucking break my chair.
with the what was it? Entertainment? Not entertainment. What was the one before that?
Life stories?
No, fuck. You said something about TV shows and shit.
Yeah.
That like could potentially make spoilers happen if someone hasn't seen anything.
Well, we shout out spoiler alerts and whatnot. So
Do you like slap out some spoiler alerts?
yeah, we're gonna fucking talk about blah. Skip ahead 5 minutes.
Oh, do you just do that in post editing?
No, we'll say it now and then tell
Oh.
them bitch asses to fucking.
9.
So I'll tell you how this
That's
works.
why 90
So-
fans, because you call them bitch asses.
in the early days of podcasting, and Brock remembers this,
Yeah.
we could put markers in, and you could just skip chapters in podcasts. And then later days, they took that shit out of podcasts for some reason, which is really weird. Because now that format's actually used exclusively for audiobooks.
Why don't you just Twitch?
Do I look like I fucking got a Twitch camera set up shit for this bitch?
I'm pretty sure you could just audio Twitch. You don't need to.
Yeah, but that's...
It's just like a fucking podcast.
I'm not ready for that. I'm set up to do podcasts.
Bro, that
Also-
is a fucking podcast. You just do it on Twitch.
Twitch is gay.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Fuck
just the
Twitch.
future. Apparently.
Fuck Twitch.
Okay, cool. So then obviously have video games, then we have technology, talk about phones and technological things going on in the world, and we tend to get kind of put sciencey shit in there too,
Well,
as well.
I'm going to Google the most random shit and we're going to talk about it.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. And then how we get to those topics is we spin this ring, and whichever one we land on, that's what we talk about first. And then we go through.
You legitly have. Okay. Question. Were these. Because I was always confused as far as like what
That is why that's there.
Okay.
That is why that's there.
Did you have that before the ring or did you have the ring and then that?
The ring and then that. The ring originated the naming Discord conventions.
Okay. And how do you tell which one you land on? Did you just whichever one you
I
feel like-
read what I wrote on the Discord.
Holy fuck, man. I'm saying when you spin the goddamn ring,
yeah.
how do you know? Like when you spin it, what is it? Like whichever one you thumb is the one you're picking?
No, look at the little fucking arrows in the ring. If I spin that, I land on fire. What's fire? Fire says. So that's life stories.
Where the fuck did you get this ring at? Why did you get this ring?
So I got it because I was getting into Pathfinder and stuff. Actually, I got it years ago when I started doing it with you.
Yeah.
Like after the first session. And so like I've got one that's got like a D20 on it. I've got like a yes no one. I've got a bunch of them.
Okay.
So if we ever do the fucking Dungeons and Dragons, I would use one of these rings.
Mm-hmm.
I actually probably several of these rings. Ah, that's a screenshot. He's obviously dead in the nether regions. Anyways, let's get this
Wow.
show starting.
That's what you
and since you
screenshot?
never fucking listen to the end, I scream cut in so that I have a visible marker on my
Okay.
waveforms.
That's a butt.
So here we go. Cut it!